We are live! Hello, this is Dama.82 with I am Mark III and Matey once again. Matey will be joining us here shortly. We are back at work on the airship, which has been named the Thunder God. A nod to, which is basically a nod to an Amarth song, which Twilight of the Thunder God. Awesome song. Check it out sometime. Anyway. What you giggling over there for?
I have literally only just gone live, Dama. God damn it.
Sorry.
Apparently yours has instant start among many other benefits. Mine does not. In fact, I'm not even sure.
Would you like to go ahead and do a separate intro for yourself?
I think I'm going to have to.
Well, go for it whenever you're ready. Just let me know. We're in no rush.
Yeah, I've been live. Oh, wait, I've been live for like 30 seconds. What the hell? Oh, okay, right. So, never mind, I do have an intro, and it's me getting messed up as usual. There we go.
Fair enough.
Because mine actually starts when you say we are live. So. Blimmin' YouTube. Wait, no, actually, in this case it was actually Steam Labs' fault.
Oops.
Yeah, it told me it was starting up and checking the stream and all that stuff, and it was actually went live straight away. So. Anyway, yes, this is I Mark III. Welcome to the stream. It only took me like a minute to say that this time, and with a lot of confusion. So yes.
Oh, we got it figured out. It'll be fine. Be fine.
We are continuing with the build yesterday, as Dama said, because apparently I have to do my own intro, so we get to tell you twice. So I'll give you the pretty picture, of course, in the meantime. So that's what we're trying to work with. There's the blueprint. They're very detailed on my stream, so come and watch my stream. Don't watch Dama's stream. My stream's got all the cool stuff and the chill music and all that stuff and yada yada yada.
Totally unbiased, as always.
Oh yeah, totally unbiased.
Completely 100% impartial, that's me.
Oh yeah.
Just like the BBC.
Yes. Oh wow, this is going
Well, how unbiased can a state-run broadcasting network be, I wonder?
Absolutely, positively, wonderfully unbiased.
Okay then. Good luck with that.
You shouldn't even question it, you know?
Exactly.
In theory.
Don't question it. We're fine. It's all fine. No corruption at all.
Alright then. Anywho.
Oh wait, that's your stream, not my stream. Oops. Is my stream even on? God damn it. Your stream was the first thing on my dashboard. I'm now very confused. I don't know where my stream started. Ah.
Just don't cross them.
Okay, right, got it. Yeah, it wasn't actually a problem with it wasn't a problem with
And you got a bit of an echo going on, I think.
That's because I'm also doing a sound check in the background. I've just turned that down, so that's stopped because I'm catching up on my stream.
Gotcha.
Oh dear. Anyway, sorry. Right, we should be doing things, right?
Stuff, yeah, things.
Oh hell.
Aren't we just so wonderfully organized? I love it.
You know what I want to figure out?
What's that?
First off, how I'm so incompetent. That'd be nice. Second off, apparently it didn't actually save the details I changed, so I need to actually redo that now. So
really,
that's part of the reason I was blathering on. No, it didn't save the stream setting changes, so that's why I'm.
Yeah.
I changed that in OBS, and then because I didn't launch it, I backed out and did some other stuff to do further. So then it just it wiped it, and now I'm actually broadcasting using the exact same details as yesterday's stream. Luckily, I changed that 10 minutes ago, so it's not overwritten, that stream.
Okay.
I think. I don't know what's going on, honestly. So yeah, please talk to fill the void, Dama, while I do my usual 5 or 10 minutes pre-stream stuff after the stream has started. Thank you.
Okay. I've discovered why we were having issues with trying to get this silly thing to fly yesterday, and I think it's because I messed up the ACBs on the engines. As you guys may remember from yesterday, I had some very particular settings on when the engine should be turning on and turning off. And some of the radiuses on the ACBs, they were kind of overlapping, so that was the issue that we had going on there. Did I explain that clearly enough?
I think you did.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I believe you did.
So right now I'm just going to go through and reset all those ACBs because, it's just kind of snafu, and it's just probably better to start from scratch.
Ideally, I was going to mention this earlier, but you want to relocate them towards where the engine blocks are, so you can reduce the range.
Yes, that's one of the things I am working on right now.
Wait, Photoshop messed up as well. Ah, damn it.
Did you get the full version, or did you get a bootleg one?
Oh no, I've got a full version of Photoshop. Apparently I didn't save it with a part 2 thing, so I've just given this particular stream thumbnail which says part 1.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'll just change it to blank picture, and then that's going to be it. So I'll give it a proper thumbnail afterwards. I assume I've got the original one saved somewhere.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I don't think I do.
2, 3, 4. Okay.
Hello, existence. Yeah, someone says void, so here you are.
Hey, Oreo
Okay.
just popped into my chat. How you doing, Oreo? If you happen to hear some Stellaris stuff going on in the background, maybe he's playing some Stellaris.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, Heitzmeister, what's going on?
Not much, actually.
Welcome, Herzmeister.
Hello, Ion.
Well, hello there.
Hi, matey, yes.
Let's see. Condition. Timer?
Okay, copy paste. Don't worry, guys. My camera will be moving in a few moments.
You're fine.
I'm just putting the links into the Discord, so my stuff is here in there as well. So
Priority and.
though it irritates me slightly that it's wound up with a part 1 on the thumbnail when it's actually part 2. But what can I say? It's my usual display of competence. Right. Okay, you guys.
Blame it on YouTube.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I blame it on.
I'm glad you're doing good, Oreo.
Photoshop. Okay, there we go. I've taken away the fully detailed blueprint, so yeah, I'm going to actually get stuck into the build now as well. So.
Heissmeister, would you care to join us on this build?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Just a moment.
Alright, just let me know when you're ready, and we'll try to get you in here, alright?
In what version of FTT are you currently?
2.4.9, bud.
Okay.
No rush.
Hello, Chris Messina. Welcome to the stream, and yeah, I'm glad you're catching part 2 live. Yeah. We've only just started, honestly. Oh, well, trying to start. I've been doing my usual competent job of starting. So, you know. Actually getting started almost 10 minutes in, so that's actually normal for me. I'm sorry to say, but yeah.
Hey, that means I'm on time now.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
I've not joined you in the last 5 minutes. Just like last time.
Now, we left a spot open just in case someone else came in and wanted to join in, so... We left
Just
one
adding a little
open
bit
just for you, buddy.
detail.
Oh, thank you.
This does weaken the armor ever so slightly, but I'm adding an indentation to the side of those panels because I thought they were looking a bit flat there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll help with it a little bit.
I
Okay,
think there's some Daddy Blade clippage going on towards the front there, but I'm thinking we could probably fix that later.
Whereabouts? If you mean inside on the stone?
No, not
Does
so
that
as much
sound-
of the stone. I'm not worried about that. I just know with on the sides where close to where the missile racks are. But we can't really see it because they're not spinning right now. So
yeah, they're only hitting like a single block.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, I see it.
Yep.
How deep did you put those Daddy Blades anyway?
What do you mean, how deep?
Oh wait, I know why. It's because you built them so close together. They're actually grabbing blades off each other.
Yeah, that was completely unintentional. Sorry, Oreo. We can only go up to like 4 people, and we're holding a place for Matey as soon as he's ready.
There's also that whole problem with the more players.
Yeah, it seems like we go past 4 and things just start going to crap. But I appreciate the enthusiasm, bud.
Have you got your engine ACBs corrected?
Not quite. I keep getting distracted.
Story of this build.
I know, right? Anyway.
Existence is asking if this one's also going to go on for about 5 hours because
probably just as long as we feel like.
Yeah, I normally cap my stuff at somewhere around 3 hours ish at most.
Mm-hmm.
Normally about 2 to 3 hours is where I get the urge to stop streaming. But yesterday it went on and on and on, and we lost track of time.
Yeah, but I guess that's a good sign because that just means that we had fun, right?
Indeed.
That's kind of the reason why we do this, is to have fun, right?
Don't get me wrong, it's not lack of fun that I find an issue, it's just that I find it a bit draining if I do it too much. So, you know.
Yeah, I can see that, I guess. Oreo says he knows that the multiplayer can be a massive problem, so yeah, thank you for understanding there, sir.
Yeah, sorry about that. We don't want to exclude people.
Not intentionally, anyway.
Their food is already cooking and almost done, so they're one step ahead of Existence. Crispins is beating Existence. There you go.
That's about.
And no
4
comment from
blocks
that on Dama. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get these ACBs set up, so I'm
sorry,
I'm a little distracted. Maybe a wee bit, but I'll manage. I'll be fine.
You say that now.
Yeah, I say that now, and I'll keep saying it.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's see here. Enemy range 5,000. If there's an enemy within 5,000, we want to set this over to maximum RPM.
I'll be joining soon.
Okay.
So get ready to reset the server since FTD is launching.
Just let us know when you get to the main menu because launch time varies a lot from person to person. Wait, this means our Lord and Master is joining the game. Wait, how can we stop him?
Quake in fear, for the Lord and Master is coming.
Yes.
Okay, I'm already at the multiplayer screen.
Okay, fair enough.
Restart the thing. Dama, are you done with the ACBs?
Not yet. There's a lot of engines, and yeah, the distraction thing. But
are the engines all spread out?
There's like, I don't know, maybe 6 different engines, and there's one of them with, or like 4 of the engines. They have like 2 engine blocks per, so that further complicates things. So yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. Do the ones with multiple engine blocks have them at different ends?
Yes, the one I'm working with has multiple engine blocks.
Oh wow! This is the first time I've really looked at those big ones, and I didn't realize they were set up like that. Which is
Kind of a
I
pain in the
think
ass.
in the multiplayer lobby.
Anyway,
You're there as well, Hertz.
okay.
Okey-doke.
Well, we'll go ahead and exit. Don't mind the crashing sound. That's just the cat having a good time.
Meow meow.
Yeah, he's had the zoomies all morning. I don't know what the hell's going on with him.
Oh dear.
All right, we got Matey in here.
Right, we're just waiting on the Hertzmeister. I also feel, by the way, that we should probably give a rundown on who's done what so far with this build, just for anyone that catches this one and not seen the entire first one.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds completely fine. Would you care to lead off on that, or would you like me to do it? It doesn't really matter to me, so.
I clad the thing in ugly, ugly metal. There we go, that's my part. You go ahead.
While I was getting clad in metal, I went and placed the engines. We also placed a very powerful laser.
Ooh, it flies.
Yes.
Sort of. I think the engines are still messed up though.
Yeah, the engines are probably still messed up, but the ones that are supposed to be providing power to the thrusters are not. So, yay that!
Except for the fact the thrusters aren't firing. Again.
They are on my screen, so.
I'll just stabilize it to see what comes of
Don't
that.
caps lock it.
Yeah, I was going to go ahead and bring in a post holder for us. Also, just to get back to the recap here, we added some very, very large guns that was provided by Matey here on the left and right. I think they are rail-assisted, 8 meter long by 500 millimeter, if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
Also, we got some big old 200 millimeter span guns that are going to be on either side of the flyer. And down here in the center, we got this huge not ion cannon, but particle acceleration cannon.
I am the cannon. I am the cannon. I sit on the front.
This is where the laser is located at. And this thing is pretty nasty. I linked a video the last time of some weapons testing that I did with it, and it was like doing like 200k damage burning through a hull. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you did this on your stream, but when you were mentioning the cannon at the front, I went into Shift P and stripped away the outer layer. Just to show what the internals are like at the moment.
That's probably not a bad idea. Maybe how to do that myself.
So, may I recap on the recap for recap's sake?
Of course.
Recap? Okay, right. So, this forward laser cannon section was done by Matey and Dama. They built the forward laser, they built the pack, they built the hull around the front of the thing, and basically the armoring along the center line around towards the engines. That's all their work. The ammo packs, all that kind of thing. The engines are... well, those who've watched me know that I never do this, but the engines are actually prefabs dropped into this design. That's causing a few issues at the moment in regards to ACB control. But Dama's working on that one.
Yeah, I have a very particular way of doing it, so yeah.
Yeah, so that's
weird.
Their work so far. They did this, the forward nose section. Dama did the engines area, and he also did the mechanism for the side rapid fire guns. Though I helped and tinkered a little bit with that towards the end of it, but that's almost entirely his work. He's also responsible for this. Damn it! I found more Deddy blades. What the heck? All the Deddy blades are Dama's responsibility. He did that, so. Yeah.
I mean, the ones on the side actually compromise the armor, so that's.
You can always rip them out.
They're all over the place. That's my only issue. It's like it's like I was saying this during the last stream, but it's like I'm having flashbacks to the cookie wagon because of that. And that it's complete with the balancing issues we seem to be having when this thing's on the lift. So you know. Seems to be going the same way. Matey, as mentioned, he helped put together the laser cannon, and then he is the overlord in chief over the design overall. So he's been bossing me a bit on the aesthetics and things like that for placement. He also built these rear lateral mounted cannon turrets. So these are all his design. Sorry, cannon turrets. These railgun turrets. So
I kind of stole it of one of my older designs, to be honest, and then just decided to replace most of the additional coolers since they are quite old and thus they had more coolers than necessary. So even more railgun for the same cost.
So yeah,
Perfect.
he spent the bulk of his time in the last part yesterday tinkering with that. And then I wasn't contributing. I wasn't contributing. Yeah, I contributed nothing. I wasn't really joking earlier when I said that I coated the thing in ugly layers of metal, because that's basically what I've done. All along the sides here, so everything from about this point on the nose back is armoring that I've done on the ship, and that's been the bulk of my contribution, just like armoring it up so far. So yeah, that's my recap of the recap before the recap. Oh, Dama and also installed missile launchers as well in the sides.
Yes, I used the same pattern that I use for a lot of designs, the one that Rizul came up with. So, yeah.
Yeah, and they were just installed in an indentation built into the front of it because, again, I was trying to follow the original high detail blueprint, which is on screen now. So that.
Amazing detail, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Though it's been, as you can see, it's been stretched out and refined from that original one as well. It's not as squat as the previous design. So yeah.
But Matey seemed to approve on it when I asked him about it, so that you got that going for you. You have pleased your
definitely.
overlord.
I please thy overlord. Please don't hurt me. Can I please have some new shoes?
Command and Conquer General's reference there for you guys.
Nothing stops the mail. Well, actually, many things stop the mail, but you know. Let's see, are these working now?
The ones that are supposed to be providing thrust right now should be completely functional, yes.
I'm reworking a bit of the forward aesthetic due to the fact that there seems to be not enough armor near the missiles due to the Diddy blades, but I'd keep them in since they seem to keep the thing at least vaguely airborne.
Oh, it's you that's tearing away plating on the front. I was wondering where that was going to.
I'm about to add some torpedo tubes. Some downward.
That would probably be wise, yes. Because that's the problem that you have with the Scarlet Dawn and the who is it? The Great Talons. Yeah, it'll have a massive chunk of metal fall into the ocean, and it won't be anywhere close to 80% in seeking, and you got to torpedo the shit out of it.
But I don't know how much further down the hole will go.
In other news, something's wrong with the rapid fire cannons. I'm checking into it now.
Yeah, I don't think we have a very well established idea of where the bottom of the hull is going to be yet.
I wonder, have you actually ejected the rapid fire cannons? I don't think you have.
Have we what?
Ejected the rapid fire gun.
No, they've not been built that way.
That is at most heresy, and it will be purged by my efforts.
Okay.
Since those side pontoons will take away a relatively large chunk of the ship, and even the 500mm cannon will blow up. So
well, I was just checking it over because it was failing to load ammo, but okay. So I've never really used ejectors. Tell me, matey, do I just bolt these onto the side of the things?
yes, you remove two of the input feeders on the back and just bolt them on, so it still should have 3 inputs per a single dual clip, and then you install this emergency ejection defuse, which will turn the thing into a completely inert cannon despite being shot at by 8-meter HE shells. Absolutely not overpowered, but just ask the devs. I think they believe it's fine. Right, Dama?
Sure, why not?
It's fun and enraging game mechanics.
Okay, so you want me to modify the shells to include an ejector piece as well?
Yes. That
Okay.
means the gun will never take fatal damage. That's why I'm saying that.
Well, it will still take fatal damage. It's just not going to blow itself up, hopefully.
It may take fatal damage, but it will prevent most of it from going farther into the ship or demolishing any other loaders, which means the gun will be effective for a long time to come, despite all of the glancing hits it may receive.
Well, do we want a 400 meters per second shell or a 350 odd meters per second shell from the rapid fires?
What kind of fire rate were you talking about?
Weren't we talking like 60 odd? 1 per second?
Yeah, that'd be fine to me.
Yeah, it's I'm talking about the rapid fire guns. So I can either reduce the payload by a third, or I can reduce its speed by like 60 or 70 meters per second. About 70 meters per second.
Yeah, that sounds doable.
When in doubt, add more railgun chargers.
They're not railguns. Oh wait, no, they are railguns, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, well, Dama, we didn't.
Yes.
Neither of us remembered to do these things for railguns.
Yeah, you can just add whatever you need to, matey.
Okay.
I thought we were just using it for the accuracy buff, but I wasn't sure.
No, we haven't even. What I mean is we haven't added any charge system to it.
Doesn't really matter, does it? You can just bolt on some on the sides and it will be absolutely fine, since it's meant to be rail assisted, so provide like 30 to 50 meters a second in overall velocity increase, and then use the rest for accuracy, so you actually hit something at the 2-kilometer mark.
I get the feeling I'm not being listened to. Okay, whatever. I will do it, my master. Which is my command, or something. Right. Okay. You said like 50 or 70 meters per second extra speed out of a railgun charge. Okay. Right. Let's see. What can I do with that?
Dama?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I managed to somehow remove one of your mimics while trying to up-armor the gun housings.
That's okay.
So
we can go back and fix that.
So 5,000 charge is enough to give it another 50 meters per second. Okay. So we're looking at like about 5,000 power per shell for the speed boost you're wanting.
it can be less, as I have stated. It doesn't have to be that much, since power requirements will definitely kill this thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's right.
So I'm thinking low charge, but still adding some velocity. It doesn't really have. It doesn't have to be an insane amount. It just has to be doable. And as I see it, haven't you added a bit too many coolers though? I think I can reduce that.
No.
That because you have coolers for 400
God damn
RPM.
it. Yeah. The game was bugging out on us like crazy yesterday, so that's probably a result of that.
We weren't getting any kind of information crossfeed going on towards the end there, because
Yeah.
we've been playing it too long.
It's like everything was desyncing on us, so that's probably how that ended up that way.
Yeah, though, can I request that we not... Wait, how did that... I didn't add those coolers there. I only added...
It might have been me, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was you. But can I request that only one person works on the railgun at the moment, because that's otherwise we're just going to be tuning one direction and a different direction at the same time.
Oreo says that GT and SD thing is very painful. He said, but it's like amazing cat It being a 1 million cost SD ship every time they fall into the water. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Those things are expensive.
Especially with the new updates.
Hmm.
But let's not talk about that anymore. I don't think we have to.
Probably wise, because I'll probably just like
Start ranting again.
Okay.
I promised my wife I'd
making-
cut back on my ranting.
Okay. All right.
Not gonna happen, but still.
Well, I'm gonna make an effort at least.
All right. So am I free to
Yes.
start
You
tinkering with the
are.
rapid fire guns? Yay!
I just added a bit more. I removed some of the coolers and added the rail chargers, so you may want to check that out.
Yeah, I spotted you doing that. That's when I asked if only one person could work on the system at a time. I'm going to add the ejectors you wanted because the shells are now ejector safe. Back ejector. Oh, these things are big. Oh. Do these things need to be on top of these?
They have to be just connected to the loaders in basic on one of the connection points.
Ouch. Okay.
It will screw up, I think, 2 of the loaders or something along those lines, but not more.
So when the autoloader itself dies, the ejector will throw out anything that's in the clips, right?
Now it will not throw out anything since it has the emergency ejection defuse. That's why I like it. So you basically have a loader which doesn't explode for a small investment in shell power.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. I think I have the engines configured how I need them.
Oh, I forgot to mirror mode it. Okay.
Heitzmeister, where were you planning on putting them torpedoes at?
Next.
Oh,
to the
I see ya.
engines. Yes, I've already armored up the torpedo compartment and I have added
Excellent.
processors.
Maybe we might need you to configure the shell for the side guns whenever you get a moment.
Aye,
Or
aye.
I could throw something together if not. I mean,
Wait, who is supposed to do this?
supposed to do what?
Configuring the shells for the side guns.
Matey.
Or if
I
you want to
figured that.
take a look at that.
Yeah, I could jump on that. That's not a big deal.
I was thinking, do you need any more missile weapons on this?
Honestly, I think the swarm missiles that I use from Rizal probably do pretty good work. They got a range of like what, about 2,500 meters, and this thing's supposed to engage at 2,000. So I think we'll be all right on that front. But we probably will need a sonar buoy deployer somewhere. I imagine.
Okay. I can also work on decoys if you'd like to.
I
Decoys will
have an
be
interesting idea with the
very effective.
missiles.
Oh, what's that?
Why not add a couple of cruise missiles so you have ones that just drop out of the bottom already aimed forward and they seek the biggest enemy with HE warheads? They are meant to just do collateral damage, soak up any lambs, and blow up half of the enemy if they connect.
Well,
So,
why not just make them thumper heads then? Use remote guidance.
Yeah, yeah.
we could.
Oh,
We
It's definitely
don't have a
a
place to put
possibility.
the AI core just yet, though, so keep that in mind, people.
May
I think
mention
I was working on something for it. Yeah, I remembered.
You guys see the metal struts underneath the hull?
yes.
Yeah, what I was talking about towards the end of last time was I was thinking like extending the main body downwards under there, so that we've got like if you look at it from the front or back, it's like an upside down triangle, effectively, because that'll be a more stable overall design for this vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can just make that into some sort of a battle bridge, even with a couple of heavy guns potentially or something.
Yeah, I mean, it would also give extra internal space and stuff like that as well. But my
Maybe I
my
don't
thought,
think I don't know if this idea would be approved of, but
Well,
I'd
shoot.
probably just add a couple of cram howitzers at the top, something with heavy hitting power, if you manage to.
Maybe a centerline cram then?
what are we talking about now?
Matey's talking about potentially adding a cram cannon or two.
That's at 2 kilometers. I think just adding a single burst APS, and this thing would have probably enough weapons to then focus just on the point defense.
I am going to add some batteries here. I'm choosing this place specifically because it already is going to have some EMP protection provided by the stone that it's going to be sitting on. So there's that.
I guess so, although that means that the top armor will be quite weak.
Let's just pile more on.
Then I will add some cruise missile launchers on the back here. I'm pointing upwards.
I just put them facing forward, since this thing will be flying relatively high, so you can have them drop for half a second and then let them find the target and fire up the thrusters.
Also, should they drop?
Are you talking like drop out of the bottom?
Yeah. Just have them already facing forward, since the entire thing will be facing forwards anyway.
Yeah, I can make this work.
Okay. I'd be interested to see what you come up with.
Though they will be exposed if they are on the bottom. And
That is
facing
true.
Forwards.
We can just pull them into the hull and extend the hull on the sides, so HE doesn't really hit them that often.
I'm still looking for.
Or you could just do one turn with remote guidance, and that would do the trick as well.
I think we don't even need one turns if we have remote guidance.
Matey, you think this is going to be enough battery power for everything?
420.
Oh, darn it.
420k should be. Remember, this thing has the railguns, and you just need the recharge capacity. But
Yeah, this thing will be recharging when it's in combat. The fuel engines, the more efficient ones, will be providing almost like about 18k power. So I think will probably be good as far as that goes.
definitely.
I think I'm going to increase the efficiency of this to actually total power creatable. That would probably be fine. Yeah, I'll just leave it as is.
I'll work on some of the aesthetics if you don't mind.
No, you're fine. I'm going to put in just like maybe 2 4-meter RTGs just so that this can charge out of combat. Because whenever this will go out of combat, the fuel engines are going to switch over back to not charging batteries anymore. So yeah.
It's shame we don't have pistons which can actually connect components on the main body to the ones on pistons, so you could have a power section connect to the engine, while it's but have it more efficient by disconnecting it out of combat. Could be something interesting, but extremely hard to do.
What are you talking about?
Just something which, if added as a feature, would be absolutely amazing, so they won't add it.
Oh.
Because it's a lot of work, as always.
You know what would be really nice is if we could actually direct where power is going. Instead of just like having...
Work, Dama. Come on.
I don't give a damn.
Okay. The reason I said Odan earlier is because I realised that the design is such on these cannons that I had to actually tear out a bunch of the magazines to fit more ejectors. Because I didn't realise there was some 2-meter ones back to back in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been doing on screen while you guys have been talking. So
Okie dokie.
wanted to get that out there.
It actually looks quite good. Especially considering you can then probably... The railgun chargers don't actually connect to the splitter
working on it.
parts. Oh.
I'm working on it. This is all in progress still. I'm not done. I'm sorry, my master, I am not done. The perfection is not yet there. Please forgive me.
Whip that degenerate.
No.
Hell, I'm not doing that. He may even start enjoying it, damn it.
Please whip me, master.
Jesus Christ.
My apologies to my stream.
Okay, I have found a place for those cruise missiles. They will be launching.
Oreo says that they're not even adding the Patreon requested features at the moment. I find that interesting.
Well, it depends if they're just holding off because they're working on other stuff, or if they're...
Which is what they should do.
Yeah, Patreon requested means they're going to get it in for the launch version, I think. But they have been pushing back the launch version for a while, so I don't know what they're doing, honestly.
Launch version, soon TM.
Whatever you say to them.
Soon TM is a good meme.
Yeah, very
It
good.
basically means not going to happen. For now.
Crispin says, yes, child, apologize, obey your masters. Darn it, even my own chat's bullying me now.
You shouldn't have started that, you know.
I'm sorry,
You reap what you sow.
Sorry. Don't forget to install some loaders. Oh, right, yeah, those aren't connected properly.
I try to integrate the missile bay as best as I can into the proposed ship's structure. So if you want to make any adjustments, feel free to tell me.
We're talking about the missile drop things in the back here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I
ones
think we're going to need some expanded ammo stores, though, for all this DACA. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Heitzmeister. What were you going to add there, bud?
Oh, no, it's just that well, the hole is not yet finished, so I have to assume where, well,
Worst comes to worst, and we just prefab it, pull it down a bit.
That's true. I'm going to be expanding the ammo storage just a wee bit here.
So, Dama, if you look at the bottom, I was thinking the gun's jutting out somewhere like there. With having these ones be non-assisted burst cannons with smaller shells, so you get a bit of that singularity vibe out of this thing as well. Just-
Do you think we would have room for it? And still be able to fly and maintain the other systems, though? I mean, that...
Hell, they don't even have to reload that fast. You can have a burst every 20 seconds, just overcool them. So,
I suppose.
it's easy to do, in my opinion. It's just the execution that's going to be the main problem.
Okay,
And-
that should be working.
Remember, having two area denial systems like this would make this thing extremely scary, since unless it's going to be facing airships, in which case I worry about the guns just...
Yeah,
hitting
this
the
is probably
ship.
going to be coming up against airships because Scarlet Dawn and Grey Talons.
I mean, you still fly at 200 meters, so it's not going to be... that
Okay,
much.
Oreo, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming in and saying hello. He just said he was leaving the stream. Take care, bud.
Question: is that the full battery size now?
I think it will be. Why? Do you think it needs to be
because-
bigger, or?
No, it's because I wasn't going to tune the railguns until we had a actual full battery.
Oh, okay.
Because that changes the performance.
Yeah, you
It's
do make a
annoying
good
that-
point.
It's annoying that in this version you can't actually set the performance based on raw numbers, but then again, you can actually go over 200k power. So I think it's a good trade-off.
Oh, is there a limit in the new version?
Yeah, there is a limit of, what was it, 200k rail charge, which is a
Oh, rail
shame.
charge. I thought you said meant battery. Don't mind me.
I mean, there is always a limit. You just have to find out what gives you the negative number.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm going to bolt a couple of small batteries into the back here.
Yeah, if you need to expand any of that, just let me know.
No,
No biggie.
I'm just boosting it up so that it we wind up with a 500k battery.
All right.
Just because, why not?
Fractions. It's easier to do fractions. And any good player should be lazy enough to do that. Because it also gives you a good overhead. Right?
There we go. I've also plugged it into the electric power grid. There we go. Yep. So we've got 20,000 on tap for electric engines at the moment.
Very nice.
And a cool 500,000 battery charge. Existence says the Martians doesn't obey any humans. Time for the rebellion. Yes. Wait, no. Hold on. Hold your rebellion, my brother. We must wait until the latest human warship is ready, and then we will claim it from under them. They are so short-sighted they will never see it coming. And luckily they are so forgetful they will not remember that we had this conversation right in front of them either. Isn't that right, my master?
Dama,
Yes.
start installing self-destruct sequence nukes along the spine of the ship.
I'll do it for you, my master. No problem. I'll get myself on that, my master. You don't need to worry yourself with radiation poisoning from the nuclear weaponry. Nope, I'll install it.
Oh, so you'll kill us all off before you
No,
start.
my master. You specified you want it to be self-destruct for these units. I will do so.
Let's take some iodine pills.
Martian iodine pills. Superior quality. Anyway, that aside, I'm going to get back to getting the railguns tuned up. So, right. No, 50,000 accessible by the rail. Untouchable reserves.
So at this point, I'm thinking limiting the elevation arc of the bottom guns and just having them anti-ground targets and potentially. Well, they could work as anti-submarine weapons, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Theoretically. Do we ever get that sonar deployer?
I'm working on it. Next.
Okay.
Probably.
No rush. I just wonder where we were on that. No big deal.
I was thinking about the ASW weapons with that because you have yet to face the Steel Striders, haven't you? Or at least properly face them.
No, but I'm pretty much geared well enough to where I could probably handle them, yeah. I mean,
So-
hell, my last man standing submarine, get a pair of those, it'll take down a tier, no problem.
I'm more thinking having these super cavs just because if the enemy ship goes down and torpedoes are being annoyingly enough still being intercepted, you can take the gun approach.
Where do you guys think would be a good position to put a LAM system in this? That is something we have negated to add just yet.
I think the best idea is to have them all facing forwards along the section. So, for example,
Well, I'm talking
removing
about the laser core for it itself.
the laser core for the lambs, you say.
Yes.
Hell, we could put it probably with the missile deploying systems, just move that down a bit so so there isn't a massive gaping hole next to the side guns, and then have the lambs put behind the gun. The side-facing one.
Actually, I was just thinking on the left and right side of the laser core for the main weapon, there's a pretty cavernous area where we could probably install that.
That's meant to be for the for the 500 mil guns.
Okay.
So, not a particularly good idea, I'd say.
Then where else could we put this thing?
As I
Left
was
and right of
saying-
the ammo? I don't know.
As I was saying, with the side-mounted guns, you could just pull the missile, put the large missiles down a bit, and then have it in their place. Since that's a large area, you still need to protect in order for the gun not to get blown up from there.
He could put ejectors on it to where they just go straight down, though.
I have ejectors on all my large missiles.
Okay.
And yeah, they go straight down. Oh, was that the thing you were talking about? I wasn't listening with just half an ear.
No, Matey sounded like he was kind of concerned that your missiles would pop out and hit some guns that he's installing on the bottom.
No, not entirely, since that's not that much of an issue. I was talking more about where to place the lambs, since if you move the missile slightly to the bottom, then you get this nice cavernous area where to put a large laser core, and potentially even more engine power or ammunition, depending on what you want.
Well, maybe this back over here, I'm putting some wood beams to kind of give you an idea where I'm thinking. Something like there on either side of the lighter engines, the non-combat
Yes.
engines. What do you think of that? Do you think that'd be a good spot?
Yes, especially if you then put it slightly downwards and just make it a whole defended area, but
I think that would be a good spot for it.
definitely.
I'm gonna have to
You
spawn.
could even, you could even, now that I'm looking at it, since there's going to be so much free space and armor,
Mhm.
put the AI cores on the sides of the torpedoes facing downwards. But
I was thinking of putting the AI core there, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad spot. Anyway. Oh, very nice, Heightsmeister. You doing a live weapons test for us?
Yes, I have removed the warheads beforehand, of course.
Very wise. Anyway, I'm gonna have to spawn in a my heavy cruiser just to kind of get a LAM system out of it. So you'll just pardon me for a moment.
hell, if it doesn't crash the game, it's absolutely
It
fine.
should not.
Speaking of crashing, we should probably
Then
save the ship.
you should probably save it though. Yes.
Yeah, that is probably wise. All right, I'm gonna save this thing before I spawn it in, just in case things go awry.
And random crash.
Really?
Ever the optimist, aren't you,
No.
matey? Let's
I
see
think it
here.
would be hilarious if you just saved it and suddenly it crashes.
Here we go. The Prima Victoria.
Okay, that's the railguns configured actually now
Nice.
for the rapid fires. They're firing at 80 rounds per minute,
Lovely.
and they're also evenly split between the 3 shell types that I built for them last time.
Where the fudge did I put those laser cores at?
Also, hello Geo, welcome to my stream.
Hi, Geo.
Hello, Geo.
Oh, Geo is in my chat, and I almost completely... Well, I practically ignored him. I'm sorry, Geo.
Yeah, I think you got distracted again, Dama.
I tend to do that. My bad, bud.
What are the railguns set to on these big turrets?
You do know that we're in general voice chat if you want to pop in there and say hi. Now, this lamp system that I am prefabbing here, it has actually been very useful against crams. And it does somewhat well with missiles too. It uses the laser regulator to try to get a bit more power of it per shot.
Anyways, I'll be back in a moment, but what do you think about the bottom gun housings?
The bottom gun housings?
Is that going to be the burp gun that you were talking about?
Yeah, it's going to be a twin.
Oh,
Even
I see.
more fun.
Yeah, I know you're here. I just don't know. I don't have much to do here.
Well, besides bitch, you're usually pretty good at that.
Oh, you're starting already. Good to hear your lasagna's ready, Crispins. Have fun stuffing your face while you sit back and watch the Martians steal
Okay,
some
things
human
aren't
ships.
working. You're all quiet. I'm gonna
Um,
restart
just
this.
remember that-
So,
Remember, that's meant to be a secret, so don't tell them that.
I was thinking something like this if you take a look at the bottom. Maybe with 3-meter loaders.
3 meter.
Potentially even putting some more on the sides.
What kind of shell you plan on popping out of there
thinking-
anyway?
Super cav, something lightweight, but probably just to feed the lambs while the main guns reload and cause a lot of structural damage. So
Could just go
HE?
pure H.
HE
Yeah, I was gonna
frag.
say go pure HE.
HE frag probably, then or a hollow point HE could
Well,
even work.
Yeah, Hollow Point HE I think would be pretty good. I don't think
Within
I would bother with a
radius.
frag though, because if we're going to use this as an anti-submarine system, I mean, don't explosives get a bonus for being underwater?
Only missiles.
Okay.
Oh, and
And what?
One moment, please.
Awkward silence.
And nukes, apparently.
Nukes too. You don't say.
I have noticed that my nuclear torpedoes are far more destructive when they detonate about 6 meters below the water surface.
That reminds me. Have you had a chance to play with that melee torpedo that I made? Any?
Yes.
How you liking that
still-
thing?
So I'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
It is very scary and effective.
It's pretty savage, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I think if I ever play another campaign, I'll probably make good use of it, if I may.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Existence, I back your plan for the puny human vessels. It shall be done.
What's the plan?
Existence's plan is that we steal all the Iowa-class ships and make them into pizza shops.
Go ahead.
And Crispins has also supported that, saying pizza sounds good. So, yes.
Did you just say pizza shop?
Ooh, pizza.
All Iowa-class ships are going to be turned into pizza shops.
Okay, I got the Discord to work now. That's great. No longer is everyone quiet. I can actually hear things now.
Alright then.
So then I can proceed to do my usual bitching about everything.
Yeah!
Hooray!
Ooh, everyone's favorite part of the day, right?
I know, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, boy needs a hobby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if this
It's-
is any use to you guys, but I've just equipped the starboard side turret with high-speed sabos.
Ooh.
May I request a target?
Only if you remember to feed and water it, and take it on walks.
It will be fully sated for the rest of its life.
It will be fed loads of lead.
Okay, one moment here. I'm guessing just a plain old
Yeah,
Marauder probably do the
whatever.
job. Okay.
Yeah, just something to shoot at so I get a vague idea of numbers.
Your daily supplements of
Water.
heavy elements. Oh yeah, I gotta say, I gotta ask, who made those turrets?
I believe those were me if you're talking about the side ones.
I have a hard fucking time believing that.
He did it.
They look unusually good.
Nope, he built it.
I don't know what the numbers are, so Dama, what are you seeing numbers-wise?
If you're going for APHE, which I don't know why you would do that with the Sabo, but I think I saw a number in like a 60k. That did 20k right there. How the hell are you getting explosive damage out of that? Maybe just from hitting something?
I think one of the shells is miscalibrated. Oh, I know why. It's because yeah, I never reset them because we didn't have the shell pattern at the end of last time. So
right.
The shells for the small rapid fire guns.
Okay.
Instead.
Is the Marauder still active?
Yes.
I'm about to test the torpedoes.
Gonna clear my clips
Go
now
ham, bud.
because These guns were never calibrated properly, so they're full of lots of different ammos that they shouldn't have in them.
This should be
Should be wunderbar.
painful for the Marauder.
Well, I found one of your torpedoes, I'm following it to target.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Oh.
Need some Benny Hill music to go along with that, but or maybe the that one song that they play for the Wicked Witch of the West.
I have one question. Why isn't the Marauder dead? Its AI is gone.
Good question.
Could be that we somehow managed to capture it, but I don't know.
No, it's yeah.
Then it must be some of the settings. Anyways, I'll take a look to see if I can't figure out.
Hey, Led, what's up? How's it going?
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Duck has joined the stream.
It's Rame. Hello.
Don't mind him, he's little quackers, folks.
Who is Rame? Who? Is it Dama? Who do this Rame? Who is?
It seems we are airborne. For some strange reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but we are airborne.
I think the holder post got clipped by some of the test firing.
Yeah, that could very well be it.
This also tells me we still have balancing issues for some reason.
Quite possibly. I wouldn't be surprised by that.
I think we should just go with upwards force and then just have at each end a massive section of
I still blame the Daddy Blades.
stabilizers.
No, you don't need Daddy Blades. You can make a balanced craft. It's possible.
Who's saying
Oh, we're about to...
Oh, well, that's Lead, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Lead.
The guy that doesn't need Daddy Blades.
Yeah, but this is an airship that's meant to hover.
I think we might need to restart, actually.
A what?
What's making you go up?
A bit of everything right now, actually.
So, what is mainly making you go up? What do you have a majority having you go up with? Is it props? Is it thrusters?
We got
We-
props and Daddy Blades. It's kind of a
We
mix
have
of the
far
two
more
right
Daddy
now.
Blades than thrusters actually, because Dama installed them all over the ship.
Yeah, I would suggest maybe like centering where your Daddy Blades are at, and maybe where you can't put Daddy Blades, put thrusters. I wouldn't use both personally. I would use one or the other.
I've had a lot of success though using both of them. I
For
mean,
up and down, only for up and down. For left and right, I would personally never use Daddy Blades. That's
no,
what I
not
would
left
do
and right.
for strafe. Yeah, but for up and down,
Yeah.
Daddy Blades do more than a sufficient job.
Yeah.
You don't need to have thrusters too. If anything, kick those things into a higher gear, or give them more.
By the way, guys, we've hit about $500,000 in cost on this thing.
Yeah, please may I request a ship save and then a server restart.
As soon as everyone says that they're at a good stopping point.
I'm just customizing a shell, don't mind me.
And you said it was an airship, or what is it meant to be doing?
It's going to be one of those forward-facing broadsiders.
Okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna use Daddy Blades,
I use Daddy Blades a lot, actually.
which is fair. I mean, you get a lot of wiggle with Daddy Blades.
And at 2 kilometers, that's one of the things that would help you a lot.
Well, that would help you, but it could also not help. Again, I haven't even.
Oh, I see the dropper back
These are
here.
just
Nice work.
my general criticisms that I can give out.
Let's see.
What is its main goal? What is it meant to do? 'Cause it seems like it has a pretty.
Kill
I
everything?
think the main purpose of this thing is to output DACA.
Yes.
What is that ammo customizer on top?
I think that's
just-
something Matey's messing with. Heitzmeister, are you at a good point for a restart?
Not yet.
Okay. Just everyone let me know when they're green light for that so we can get that. I'm going to go ahead and save it as is, just in case. But yeah, Prima Victoria might be giving us some issues here because I had to bring her in to get the flame systems.
Well,
That will be
I was
in-
having trouble when I was working on the rapid fire
Okay.
railguns, so
Okay.
Can I just take a look at the shells? I think I've got something of use.
Which one?
There is a shell customizer at the top.
Yeah. Is that going to be for the 3-meter ones that you were building on the bottom? Okay.
3 or 4 meter ones, but
Okay. Yeah, that'll
what do you
hurt.
think?
That'll hurt.
How big is the or not how big is the? How big is it?
How big is it? It's 129 meters long so far, a width of 59 and a height of 21.
Oh, so it's pretty big.
Pretty goddamn big, yeah.
Yeah, it's not small.
It'll be
Is
interesting
it a
if we get it
challenger
to fly.
the gaping asshole airship?
I mean,
Could very well be, yes, I think it will.
remember the Magnum? Dama? That was
Oh, yeah, yeah.
one of my most proudest achievements that we have.
That's what we worked on together, wasn't it?
The large.
Yes, it was, and it was the one that worked very, very well.
But I'm thinking with the guns about reducing the caliber to 400 maybe, and then removing one of the gunpowder casings or something like that.
I'm ready, by the way.
Okay,
Yeah,
Ion, are you ready?
yeah, go ahead
Do
and
you
save
wanna
it.
slow around?
And Matey, you're good?
go ahead.
Alright, restarting the server now. If someone would be willing to pop us in a holder for this, I'd
Alright.
appreciate it.
Well, I'm gonna leave you guys to it.
Okay, thanks for stopping by, Led. Were you trying to... Okay.
What?
Oh. No, don't worry about it. I forgot what I was gonna say anyway.
Uh-huh.
Something about me trying. I don't do much of that.
All right, let's see here. Airship thingy.
What
Don't
is
worry,
the
it's
name?
getting named.
Yeah.
It's going to get
No, but
renamed.
that's the best thing to name things when you're building on them. Airship thingy, small boat, tall boat, big thing with big guns.
Too many
Biggins.
guns.
No such thing. I'm sorry.
A lot of DACA, then.
May I
A lot of
request
DACA, too.
now a resolution?
Uh,
How are we making this thing fly?
yeah, that's probably something that we need to start tackling, guys.
Yeah, because as it is, it's unstable, and we've had people saying go one way or the other. It's like
Mhm.
it's not
Why
working
not
with
just
both
both?
systems at the moment.
Why not just both?
It's not working
No.
with both at the moment. It's got both
But why won't it work with
We
both?
just have too few.
because I'll just let it go, and you can see.
Yeah, it's pretty nose heavy.
Yeah,
I
but
can
that's
fix
just
And
this.
easily
then
fixed.
just rolls over, and it's just like
Well, we don't. Do we have any roll thrust
easy
for
way
it?
to
we
do
do
it
have
is
some
just-
roll stabilization, but I've not added more because the system is just like I don't know what the hell we're doing with it.
Okay.
So I've
From
not
my
touched the whole system
experience
since
with-
last time.
I think we just need
Airships.
some roll and pitch, and it probably might do better.
Perhaps,
Oh,
but let me
definitely, but-
chime in with airships. Something which usually works well is just put the steady blades on ACB control and the thrusters with PID control.
And the Dirty Blades can take PID control.
Yeah, I know, but it usually works better. The steady blades for, the raw power lifting, while the thrusters are fine management.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely the case, since you just use the PIDs to fine-tune altitude and such.
Yeah,
And then
I have
the
used
Dirty
similar
Blade-
systems with degrees of success. So, yeah, that's up. What do you think, Ion?
I still
Also,
don't know.
you can
I'm
get
just gonna
some
do
nice-
whatever you guys say, because I don't know
and you
what
get
the hell
some
you're
nice
talking about.
bobbing when you use ACBs, which is great for dodging.
Yeah. What Geo is talking about is instead of having the Deady Blades being controlled by the PIDs, they would instead be controlled by an ACB.
Oh god, you mean the cookie wagon all over again?
I guess, yeah.
No.
Ah,
Well, I'm not going to touch that, Dama. I'll leave that to you. If I'm
Do
honest.
we have room for an AI core yet?
I don't
yeah.
believe we have established an AI core just yet. Looks like
We do
someone
have a
tried
box
to.
for it.
Yeah, someone was making a box for it here towards the middle back. Excuse me, guys.
How do you plan on controlling this? Because if you are going with a control block option, I would be able to set up a little breadboard that could manage this same job.
There's already a breadboard.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Ion
Look-
has a breadboard somewhere around here. I think it's
Look
it's
next to
over
the
where
ammo
the
customizers.
the ammo customizers.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I dislike
So-
the use of breadboards. They are heresy.
yeah, Geo, we're not asking the Cult Mechanicus to build this thing, so not entirely, even though it's still abominable intelligence.
Yeah, it's just like Lua, but less cheaty. Still cheaty though. It's Lua, but worse. It still
mean
has the
better?
spirit of Lua though.
I don't know. The way I see it, we're just taking every ACB and just condensing it down into one block. But
Actually, Lua has a lot more functions it can use compared to a breadboard. Breadboard is a far more restricted version.
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
not really.
No.
That breadboards are just very nerfed Lua.
No, you said the spirit of Lua, because they're both heresy. So you were implying they were the same thing.
No.
Which they are not.
they are coding to, you know, do.
Don't
far
mind
more
Geo,
than
folks. He's a bit
us.
touched in the head.
Ah, I won't deny that.
He's been smoking some good shit lately. He won't share.
Huh. Lately, you mean always? Oh. No, I don't like it because, you know, it's programming and I have no idea what the fuck it is and it just does things. It's bullshit.
So pretty
I-
much just box standard, not liking something you don't understand. Okay.
Dama,
Yeah, basically.
What?
I'd like you to look at the top. It's for 16 mils with which I'm working with. Probably
Top?
bit.
Why the top? You mean where the
there's a
ammo
ammo
customizer is?
Yeah.
Okay,
For 16.
I was thinking where you put that ammo customizer might be a good place for a bridge.
I was thinking pulling the bridge a bit more back, probably above the batteries or
Okay.
above the main engines.
Is it gonna have a flat back or you do plan to like make it longer?
Do you plan on doing any kind of rail assistance with this?
Not in time. I don't
Okay.
think so, but I could. You
No,
can just
I'm not worried
switch
about it.
for-
I just 100 some odd meters a second just seems a little low on my.
Yeah, you could just switch out for a base
But I'm not
bleeders,
worried
that's
about
what
it.
I was asking.
Yeah, base bleeders would be fine. I like base bleeders actually.
That reduces its anti-sap capabilities, but it brings it up to a relatively nice speed of around 370, 380. So I believe that's the way to go, at least.
Okie dokie.
So none of the promised anti-sap capabilities, but you can refit this thing with them.
Hmm.
Even the side guns, so I wouldn't worry about it.
And I think I may have a task for you unless you're busy with something currently.
I'm just bolting metal onto this thing again.
Okay.
So, what's up?
Remember when you did those aesthetic custom jet engines?
Which ones? You mean the ones at the back?
Uh,
Oh wait, no aesthetic.
yeah.
Got it. Right.
You think you could strap several of those onto the back of this just to kind of make it look like a big fiery beast, I guess, for lack of a better word?
So mate, listen up here, yeah? I need you to strap a load of rockets to the ace of this thing.
Yes. What Geo said.
Yes. Also,
Okay,
I
any
apologize
particular
for
thing?
all the, you know, pain and suffering I just
I'll
caused.
put some like some 3-meter beams where I have an idea where to put them. Some wood beams. I think those spots would probably work pretty good. Just starting.
Please not be alarmed. I'm just testing the missiles.
Okie dokie.
Sound the alarm.
Alarm! Alarm!
This is a red alert, yeah?
Hmm.
Oh,
Scale
yes.
from terrible to air rape. How terrible was that British?
British?
Yes. Oh shit, it was always. You already forget? Wow.
You what, mate?
I was talking about rockets, yeah?
I think this means the level is around about simple laser.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
The ear rape scale.
Oh. Quite
Simple
possibly.
laser. I guess I'll be lazy with the guns. Don't mind the 6-way connectors then.
Let's see. Okay, so are you wanting the system exposed or just bolted in?
Somewhat exposed.
Okie doke.
Just give me an idea of what you have in mind, and we'll just go from there.
Is there anything particular how you want him to look, or?
Just make it look like a big fire coming out of the back.
You know, you could just use the particle emitters for that, you know.
They don't produce as consistent as a flame. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I'm thinking we could like do some mimic fuckery to make that look even cooler. So yeah.
I'll leave that mimic fuckery to you.
Right.
I think you'd have to increase the particle speed to make it look like it's shooting at the back there, Ion. Yeah.
I'd only just put it into place, you know.
What do you think, guys? That looks pretty badass right there, I think.
It does. And it looks kind of orky, so you know. I think we could safely pull this to normal and say, do an orc version. You wouldn't even have to. And a few minutes later, we would have it with a couple changes, honestly, but otherwise, it
Yeah.
should be.
Uh-oh. Something just broke off.
Where?
I think Heitzmeister's messing with missiles, and we had a near collision, it seemed.
Yes, don't worry. I have removed the explosives.
Okay. I'm not worried. I just saw blocks falling off of this thing, and I was like, the shit? No biggie.
So, my loader
Hey,
fucking
Happy
doesn't
Ball is
work,
back
sadly.
with us. What's up, Happy Ball?
Oh yeah, I don't think I have to separate the bottom guns with a bulkhead, do I?
If it's ejector, probably not.
Was the Llama Commandos reference? No, it was just looking about, honestly. I wasn't referencing anything.
Oh yeah, I could just use the firing piece cheese again and get much better results with this. So don't mind the massive chunks of gun falling off.
Okay. I'll try not.
Testing has been completed.
Very nice.
The missile is now even deadlier, since I could make more room for an explosive warhead.
Lovely.
When in doubt, add more DACA.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
We have 90,000 explosive damage now with this missile.
Do we have any other places where you could start putting reverse thrusters? Because this thing will probably need them to maintain distance.
I still don't know what we're doing with that system.
I think in front with the slightly angled. You could probably put them in front of the side-mounted turrets.
I was thinking something like
empty
that
space.
myself, yeah. I think I
Since
can
you
make
have
that
enough-
work.
I mean, they are meant for enough clearance for the huge jet engines to actually work. So, if you put them there, you could have some even CJEs inside.
How's that, Dama?
One moment. Oh yeah, that's looking great. I love it. Very nice, Ion.
Thank you.
Your other master has been pleased, Ion.
Yay! Do I get head pats now, Master?
No!
Oh. No, the only problem is I've got to duplicate this on all of them now. No good deed goes unpunished and all that jazz. Because I know for a fact that it's not going to copy the mimic block settings and stuff around, so...
You could try. I can't
No, it
guarantee
doesn't
it'd
work in
work.
multiplayer.
The mimic won't copy and paste either?
Yeah, it'll look like it did, but it's the block settings not going across.
Eh.
thing.
Right. Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
Happy
This
Ball
is-
says nothing much, just lamenting the lack of orbital artillery being made nowadays. Yeah,
Hammer
orbital
Hypomeres.
artillery is nice.
I mean, Hammer Hypomeres, but I guess.
I don't know if I call it orbital artillery though.
It's an orbital bombardment to the very least.
But it's not artillery, it's got no guns.
I mean, you could technically classify the missiles as being kinetic weapons, so in a sense artillery, but that's stretching it a little bit, isn't it?
Just a wee bit, yeah.
Dama, would you like me to add some missile interception systems?
Yeah, something with probably about 1,000 meters range, just something to try to thin them out before they get within range of the lambs.
Okay. I will add small and medium interceptors.
Sounds good.
So both types of systems.
I almost think that this is a bit too ridiculous for the burst gun, but no, it is not.
Well, you say that, matey.
Take a look at the bottom. So what do you think?
Hello.
Almost, but not quite insane.
Yeah, a little nuts.
So just to get the stats.
Well, what's going on over there?
Oh, matey's still working on the chin-mounted gun.
Describe it, please, for my viewers. Because I'm just doing
He is
settings.
going with a. What gauge did you say this was going to be, matey?
4/16s?
416 with 3-meter autoloaders. Basically, just going to be a big burp gun. That means it's going to just drop an ass load of shells on this biatch.
Okay, so just rapid fire, empty its magazines, and then that's it.
More or less.
I get it.
I think that's what he's going for. Like the detail work you got going on here, Ian. Looks good.
What? Which bit?
With the thrusters that you're working on at the back. The faux thrusters, I guess would be a way of describing them. Let's see here. Middle down slope. We definitely want that to. Yeah, just. Nope. That's the wrong direction. Oh. Fudge, piece of fudge. Is it pitch I'm looking for? Yes. Awesome. Nope, don't want to mess with the scaling.
I really wish that prefabbing worked for this.
I know, right? Would you like some help with that, Ion?
Yeah, please, actually.
All right, just give me like 2 minutes here, and I'll give you a hand with those.
What was that?
Yeah, what? What the hell was that?
I think that was some
my
sort.
interceptor turrets.
Oh, okay. You're just nicking something. Okay, I gotcha.
Those are the subjects that I spawned.
Awesome. Okay. What can I do to help here, Ion?
But the only thing left is to copy the shape settings around.
The shape settings?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you? You remember one set and do those, and I'll do the others. The other set, because there's 2 mimics involved.
Okay, yeah, I see you got like a central one and then one that's kind of a decorative piece.
And one that's above. So there's one that's slightly larger for the
Mhm.
outer shell, and there's one inside as well. So they're both mimic locked. I've turned it upside down for the ones underneath, so the same settings will apply across the board, as long as you put it in the right block. So, right. So which one do you want to do? Remember and try to install and everything else.
I guess I could try getting
top
the.
one.
I guess I could try getting the middle ones.
Okay, I'll grab the top ones then.
What? Okay.
1, 5, 5.
What's the measurement for the one on the inside, Ion?
Measurement?
Yeah. How big is it? Okay, 45.45.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's like we'd have to remember it and just go around and install the numbers into each one. Yeah, it would be also great if this had a copy to clipboard button in it.
That would be very nice, actually. Forward
You can copy
backwards.
paste mimic settings.
Not multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
grab it prefab in multiplayer, it doesn't transfer properly. It looks okay, but then it doesn't save it.
Oh,
And even
that's
then, it might
unfortunate.
look okay to you, but it won't look okay to everyone else. So you need to go around and set all the values manually.
I think I can even get ejectors onto this thing, so it doesn't bounce the ship back 50 or so meters.
No, let it bounce back 50 or some odd meters, because then we can
Yeah,
just
more
use that to make
movement.
it more dodgy.
Yeah, that's true.
If I could just find a piece of paper to write these.
What I'm doing is I've remembered a couple of them, and then I'm just going around and doing that. And then I'm going to go and get the other ones and go around again.
So this is, I think, 4 meters longer barrel, but for now,
Ooh, that sounds pretty crazy there. Okay. I think I can make these work now.
I mean, they are not the correct caliber for some bloody reason. So
Dama,
Yes.
you've got the wrong settings.
Do I?
Yeah, you're giving the one in the top one to the one in the middle.
Oh. My bad.
Yeah, you said you were taking the ones in the middle.
I thought I was taking the ones in the middle. I couldn't tell which one was which.
It's the one directly in the middle of the fire that's trying to burn you for even daring to try and copy
Right.
it. The one above or on the bottom rank below is the one that I've just been going around getting stuff for.
Okay, so it's the one that's left and right scaling of 0.45 and the forward backward scaling of 1.75, and the up and
That's the
down
one
of
I'm doing.
0.45. Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Sorry.
No,
I'm just trying to be useful.
No, you're doing great. It's just we're having to coordinate to avoid
I know.
having trouble with it. because
1.2
it's such a
and
pain to
3.
work on.
Okay.
if you have figures that are the same, you can just use copy paste.
I know, right?
Because yeah, I mean the size settings for most of that one you can copy and paste 2 of the values at least.
Going to try to improve upon this thing slightly. So don't mind the gun suddenly looking less powerful than it should be.
75.
So I'm guessing that's more what you had in mind?
What, me?
Yeah. Uh, th- uh, 1.2, 1.2, and 3 for the scaling.
Yeah, but you put it in the wrong one again.
God damn it. Well, I don't know which
No,
one's
but
which.
I also said I flipped the block position over for the ones underneath.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe I ought to just stay out of your way.
I do appreciate you trying to help, though. Thank
Yeah, my bad.
you. Jeez.
Sorry.
That's all right. In all honesty, I've just got back around from getting all the central ones set up, so I got there just as you were doing it.
Nah,
I
that's
think
cool.
some of the thrusters will have to be moved, but that's about it. So the large thrusters would be moved slightly outwards, but
Seriously, thanks for trying to help there, Dama.
I guess I could start routing the lamp systems in.
Yeah, that needs doing.
Yeah.
and one longer. That should be.
And believe me, being able to rapidly work with a few settings for mimic blocks is not a skill you want to pick up, I think.
I don't think so, no. I prefer to use copy and paste, but yeah.
It's not a skill we should have to pick up, let's put it that way.
No, that's a fair statement, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting faster at it, and I am quite unhappy about that.
Well, your
almost done
efforts are
already.
nonetheless appreciated.
Thank you. That's that. Let's double check the metal. I think there is some metal that's
The metal.
right. Metal. Metal. Ah, here's the one that's not quite right. Okay.
Yeah, what the hell is this doing here? Oh, yeah, now I remember. Never
Okay.
mind.
All that's left is to get them running at full power.
Great.
Actually, no, we don't want them defaulting at full power, do we?
Probably not.
That way they'll only fire up to actually go when the craft is trying to go forward. Otherwise, it's just like sitting there spewing fire out of the back because metal.
They could be rigged to ACBs, but no, I'm perfectly fine with them going all the time.
That's why they're on low burn, and then it's just like they fire up properly when they move forward.
What the hell are these local weapon controllers? Oh, okay. Never mind.
What the?
Heistmeister is putting in some local weapon controllers for some anti-missile turrets. I just
spotted the anti-missile turrets.
They look great.
I guess I'll get on with my upper hull work. So.
Ion is thinking, I'm gonna get some of these. No.
No, I've got a different style of anti-missile that works well for me.
I mean, but you seem like you were interested in getting some of the hands on some of those.
He did. He sounded vaguely interested in them.
No, these look like anti-medium, I would say, for the most part. So I think Hertz is going around customizing each one. Oh wait, no, there's some anti-smalls at the front.
Yep.
Okay. But they're also like single-axis ones. When I built dual-axis ones. So this is very much a case of to each their own, I think.
Quite possibly.
If you're wondering why I'm not talking, I'm concentrating very hard on building.
You're
something.
fine. You're fine.
Glad you liked them, Ion. I
Yeah,
actually
they're looking quite
designed
effective.
Your episodes, your campaign. Great.
Yeah, I wondered if you'd drawn on that one for the small mounts on the front.
Yeah. And then Razul copied it, and then I copied it.
So it's a copy of a copy.
Yes, it gets handed down even further. They are just that great.
Yay! I feel like I contributed something.
You certainly did.
Well, as long as they're of use to you, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Part of me suspects I'm like the grandfather of like people racking that way now.
Excuse me, guys.
No one. But every time I've contributed something, I don't get recognised for it at all. So it's like.
Well, it was like when I was telling you about the anti-missile systems that.
Yeah, that you saw.
Oh, that's what.
That guy using.
Yeah.
They were very similar to mine.
Oh, speaking of anti-missile system, I have recently.
How do I reroute this frickin'
tested something interesting.
It's kind of like how I think I was the father of like the tactical warp drive for From the Depths, but no one ever attributes it to me. I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean by tactical warp drive?
Like it was used like as a general long distance thing, and then I put together a prototype of one which was like use it as a defensive tool to make it very hard to actually hit your ship, and then that starts spreading a little bit, and it's not really got that much interest, but it's something that I wasn't aware of before I went and did it. You know what I mean?
Something wrong?
I'm
Yes.
just thinking of playing Ion for introducing something which would eventually lead into the singularity.
It wouldn't surprise me if. Yeah.
No, that's the thing. It's not a common thing because it doesn't work well for most people. So, yeah.
Anyways,
Singularity for the longest time was like the bane of my existence.
Oh wait, what? The singularity?
Yes.
Is that a ship?
It's the one that like warps all over the place.
Yeah,
Except
that might have been my fault actually. Yeah, sorry about that.
the thing about it is though, if you study it a little, it only starts doing that within about 2,000 meters. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's meant, or at least my version was always meant to be like use it as a defensive tool if you're in engagement range for a combat, because otherwise it's just really a pain to try and deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's drains a lot of power as well, so that can also be a big issue.
commencing firing sequence. Dama, you watching?
What are we firing? The chin gun?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. And that right there is why people wanted APS nerfed.
Well, you can still do similar things with the modern APS. It's just a lot more tricky.
You just need to have a lot the 200k stored rail charge to do this.
And you need to forget about coolers altogether.
It depends on the shell. A lot.
Oh yeah, this thing looks amazing now.
Like a rail.
I don't know what you are doing with the top, but
I'm still following your original blueprint. Though the angling at the front rather than being rounded, someone else did that. I don't know who did that.
The top, this could actually work. You just
Yeah, it's a bit almost infrastructure, the effect going on. And I also want to try and bulk up a little bit above here because right below here is the lasers and things, so it needs to be thicker than just 1 meter stone and metal.
Yeah, I'm thinking just use this to jet out a bridge out of it. So the bridge is slightly offset with Well, I'll be leaving anyway, so you may restart this, but I mean, so the bottom gun is meant to go slightly sideways, but leave enough space to get thrusters on the bottom,
Hmm.
and probably just one layer of heavy armor down below the APS guns. That depends entirely on you and how much you want this thing to weigh there. But I overcooled it, so it has a rough fire rate of probably
Excuse me.
20. Oh yeah, the inaccuracy. Because it's short shells, it has 0.2 degrees of inaccuracy. The gun. Even though it's a burst gun. So I think that's quite good, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's not bad at all. That.
I tried making them into a small enough space, but before I go, I'll contribute a couple of decorations. Again.
Why the hell isn't this not connecting? Hmm. Well, maybe if I did it like that.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to get the lasers to connect.
So this... Could somebody look at the front now? If the guns actually manage to face through at that angle.
Barely.
But...
Barely.
Yeah, but this means you have a decent firing angle, which you can restrict.
Yeah.
Remember, it does that. And look at the
Yeah.
accuracy. It's probably limited to... what?
What is the velocity on those shells?
The velocity is around about 370 meters a second, I think. So 380, more like. I set them down to 600 RPM, so you should get a slightly better burst. Yeah, that's better. Because that means the PID can compensate for it. If you're doing that style of bridge, I'd recommend then Ion. I'd recommend just jetting out the bridge instead of pulling it in the middle. So if you take a look at the top.
Oh no, I was thinking bridge further back. Honestly.
Bloody hell! I forgot to enable mirror mode. But
Yeah, I know this.
I was thinking something along these lines. If you take a look at one side, so then have a bridge on top of that.
I see what you're up to. Yeah.
Just make it a bit shorter and blunt at the front. Anyways, I will just spawn in something where I tried doing it. It hasn't been finished as always.
I'm just not sure you want the bridge there, if I'm honest, because that's probably where a lot of incoming fire is going to hit.
It's meant to be a decorative bridge. There is going to be battle bridge somewhere else, of
Yeah,
course.
but even so, that's what I mean.
Happy Balls says, I would find it hilarious if you mounted what I posted in the Discord to either the top or bottom of that airship. That's a nice air fleet you got there. Did you see it? That was awe-inspiring.
What?
Sorry for spawning this in, but I was thinking something along a much flatter version of the bridge on this. If you take a look, Ion.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see it.
More angled.
Where did he post it?
I don't know where he posted it at. Maybe general?
Dama, I'd recommend just restarting.
Happy Balls put
the
some
server.
video links actually into the random voice chat. I think he means the Petra particle system.
Oh!
Ah, yes. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that thing is scary as fuck.
Wow. Yeah, Yeah, something like that bolted onto this airship would, yeah.
That was the original idea with the bow,
We
actually.
need more daddy blades in that case.
Anyways, I'll be gone for now. I'd recommend you restart the server because I spawned in my battle cruiser or
Okay.
sorts. So, see you later.
All right. Thanks for the help, matey.
Not a problem.
See ya.
All right. So the LAM system in the nose of the craft is set up, all connected. Very nice. We probably need to install some munition warners. Why did everything get so quiet all of a sudden?
What was that beep?
There was a beep? I didn't hear a beep.
Wait, what? Excuse me a moment.
Apparently, I'm hearing things.
Oh, that was, something apparently blipped my connection.
Oh.
The bleep was Steamlabs verifying that my YouTube link for the stream is still good.
Okay. And
Gotcha. Okay.
Hello, Hurstmeister. Welcome to my stream. Nice to see you.
Glad to be here.
Oh dear.
Dama?
Yes.
Are you planning on installing some simple weapons like casemates?
I don't know about casemates. I was thinking of putting like some autocannons down for like a point defense.
Ah, I see.
What you have in mind?
Like a few casemates placed on the deck, maybe. Or even at the bottom, where they would essentially serve as secondaries. Or even tertiaries, for that matter.
Stick them in there. Let's see what they look like.
Yeah, I will do this once the hull has been finished.
Okay.
That, by the way, is not going to happen anytime soon.
Nope.
Okay.
Probably not. We keep thinking of things that we want to add.
Yeah, so waiting until the hull has been finished, quote unquote, is just means you're probably going to forget about it and it's not going to happen.
Damn, man.
No, it's been happening to us the whole time, Dama. It's just like we always
That
get
is true. That is
distracted
true.
and something else comes up that we're working on instead, and you know. So it wasn't a slight against anyone. It's just it's how this thing's been going.
No, we get what you mean.
Yeah, this is very true.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's don't wait. If need be, we can adapt around it. Like I'm currently working on a bridge as requested by our Supreme Overlord. So.
Okay. That looks good. No, I'll be able to get a munition warner down there. Would that work? Nope, wouldn't have a clear line of sight. I think I'm going to prefab and move Matey's APS here with the customizer.
Yeah, I mean that customizer is not with the rest of them. That was why I was asking what the heck it was earlier.
That's for the burp gun on the bottom, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, which also means we're going to have to reset the burp gun once you move it.
What do you mean?
Assuming that the connectors don't remember that it's meant to be in that one. Does that make any sense?
It does now, yeah. Looked like it copied it over perfectly, though. So there's that.
Yeah, but the thing is, the guns are currently set to the one that you've got built. That's,
Oh, I know.
You've got built the one that's built on top. So as soon as we delete it, they'll lose that. Because they
Yeah,
won't
that only
reassign to
takes
the
like
next one.
5 minutes. Maybe a little
Okay,
less.
Don't mind me.
I try not to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, sir, may I have more gruel? Also, there was a massive frame drop for a moment there. Can we please restart the server?
That might be a good idea. How are we as far as a stopping point, Heitzmeister?
I am ready, and I would like to request that you maybe turn down the graphics options a little bit.
The graphics is a local thing, not a server thing.
Really now?
Yes.
Oh,
So the
okay.
graphic settings are whatever you've got it set to.
I have disabled the GPU Ocean, and it's rendering for
Oof. But you are running on a laptop, correct?
Yes.
Seriously, there's something really badly lagging things now because mine's just dropped into graded mode.
Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and restart then.
Did you save it?
Yes, sir.
Then yes, please.
I'll even save it again just to be safe. Alright, here we go. Alright, whenever you guys are ready.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay, spawning in the airship right now. Took it a little bit, jeez. Then again, this thing is pretty massive. Hey, it lifted a little bit more evenly that time.
Yeah, but then we've still not corrected it for control or anything like that.
Yeah.
Getting back to the bridge area.
Is that pointy thing that you got on the over here?
Hmm?
This pointy bit?
Yeah, I'm working on glass around that at the moment.
Okay. I just tried to do something to kind of make it all tie in down here, so. Because I noticed that we didn't have any. We didn't have like any munition warning systems, so yeah.
Dama, are you able to change your ocean type to, well, a disabled CPU ocean?
Yes.
Could you please do that for a moment? I would like to check something.
Absolutely. One moment here. Let's see here. Where's the setting for the GPU ocean? Should be under graphics, right?
Yes.
I don't see what the frack is it? Let me try this. Okay. Does that make any difference for you? I just set it to the simplest of settings.
Actually, I think that just smoothed out, yeah.
Did that improve things for you guys? I could leave it on this setting if that helps.
I didn't know that about the multiplayer, actually.
But yeah, I just like turned down the graphics like completely, or at least the yeah.
I think like apparently wave setting is at the whim of the server host.
Oh, okay. Did not know this.
I did not either. That's why I said. Makes sense though, considering it's like that's what the boats reacts to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks for making sure that it was piped out correctly.
Yeah, no worries.
I know some people probably wouldn't have thought that far ahead, to be honest with you.
What? Would have just left the pipes where they were.
Probably, and they would have covered them up. And then I'm gonna keep wondering in combat why my engines keep exploding.
I can totally see that being a thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Heightsmeister, would it be possible that we could put passive radars on those anti-missile turrets that you set up all over?
Oh,
Just kind of
yes.
tack one on and redo them real quick? I imagine you probably have them saved as a sub-object.
That would be possible. I'm changing one at the moment.
Okay. I just figured it'd be a quick and easy way to enhance the anti-missile sensor coverage.
Yeah, it is. Having sensors on the turrets do help a lot with that kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some ideas of where else I could be putting lambs on this thing, where it wouldn't mess with the integrity of the armor way too much.
I'm doing something to the bridge area. I don't know what though. Dama, do you think this is okay?
It's actually kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like this is me. Yeah, I remember the term I used to use for this kind of thing. It's sculpting the hull, which I think is very appropriate here. It fits for the entire build. Honestly, that's been my main contribution, hasn't it? Just like sculpting the hull for the most part.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of people would agree you've done a pretty good job so far.
Yep, I will add those radars to all the missile turrets.
Awesome,
Maybe
be
the
much appreciated. I'm gonna beef up the armor just a little bit here on the Chen gun down here, in case it has to take one on the chin.
Probably will.
Hello.
Oh, we have a Brick among us. Hello, Brick. How's it going?
Great. Oh, it's not on.
Happy Ball just said something in chat. He said, I just remembered something. Did you all know that Brilliance guys are going to be completely removing the centralized resource mode in the campaign completely in the next update? Yeah, we kind of discussed some of this stuff yesterday. If I remember right, it wasn't very well received amongst those here.
I think it's an interesting change, but as I have
Interesting is definitely a word for it.
technical limitation.
Interesting is just a polite way of saying I don't know if I agree with it just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I have actually no problem with playing with localized resources. So like, finally, the Twin Guard gets less annoying that way. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I've always liked the RTS style of From the Depths, and in an RTS you have centralized resources, as far as I know.
And most of
Not
them,
always.
yes.
It's From the Depths, so I have some logistics craft already built. I expected that change. All good here.
I still think it should have been a decision that should be left up to the player that starts the campaign to begin with, but whatever.
Yeah, but I've heard that this is a technical issue that they had with the new campaign.
No, it's a dictatorship is what it is.
Oh,
A drop of dictatorship, I feel. But no, I'm going to stop right there because I'm not going to be able to stop myself, so...
Let's see.
so just a question. Ferry around resources. What would you rather build? A big boat or a seaplane?
Honestly, I think the aircraft would have a lot more flexibility.
Yeah, a lot more mobile, so it could actually shift the resources around a lot more rapidly between the collection points
Agreed.
and
So
where you need it.
an
So it's
RTG-powered aircraft would be the best, I guess.
I think it's what I would prefer if I was doing it. So
However, I think the best thing to use as a resource or a mobile resource collector or mover would probably be a hovercraft, because that way you could put your refinery in there and have it just hover like maybe 2 or 3 meters above the water, and you could just have it go as fast as you can possibly make it. And I've done this before, and I had it going up to like almost 100 meters a second just using regular jet thrusters. So, just an option that you may not have considered.
Okay, I have indeed not considered that option yet. But I have a very specific seaplane in mind that I would like to recreate in From the Depths.
Okay. But it just seemed like it made more sense to me to have it in a hovercraft, because in that way you'd be able to make use of a refinery in there.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know how refineries will change in the coming updates, so I'm planning on having them as a stationary outpost type of building, yeah.
Existence had a
Fair
comment
enough.
actually 5 minutes ago. Existence says you cannot change specific graphic settings in multiplayer. You only change them by using the pre-made ones, the potato, medium, and high.
Yeah, that's I have it set for potato at the moment.
Oh, good. So you've set it for my machine then.
Quite possibly.
And mine as well.
No.
You going to need a lot of general purpose processing cards.
Well, I have no idea what the general stuff is or how much detection this is, so I always build smirt AIs for my craft. So you know, normally because what?
What does that mean? Smirt AIs.
Smirt. It's smart but dumb.
Okay. That is...
It's like I sometimes tell customers at work. Me am professional shop helpy person. Professional, I say.
Professional.
Professional. Yes.
Schnell!
Okay,
Schnell! Oh.
Nada?
Kind of
I'm the
inspired
host.
by IR Baboon. So, yes.
I'm the host, bro. Keep your
Hi,
out of the
Hazer
keyboard.
Dan. Welcome to the stream. Do you guys think this is a good bridge area?
From what I saw of it earlier, it looked fine to me.
No, it's changed a bit since you last saw it.
Figured as much. One moment. Actually, yeah, that's looking kind of cool. I could live with that.
question is, will the Lord and Master Matey live with it? Well, probably not. If he's up here in a battle, he's probably going to get killed, but, you know. Oh, actually, that's a good point. Let's put the command control up here.
Are you guys in the multiplayer?
Actually,
app?
yeah, we're doing a multiplayer.
Oh, you're continuing the aircraft from yesterday?
Yes. Oh, was that the resume that I sent you of any help?
Yeah, I've seen it. Actually, I mostly use the points. The thing I corrected the points you pointed out in the message. I take a look at CV, but like it's kind of a different approach. So
Okay.
I wasn't really inspiring here, but yeah, thanks anyway. Like yeah, help me.
Okay, I just thought it might have been helpful for you.
Yeah, sure. Like yeah, thanks. Yeah, I in theory I could have like some inspiration of it, but I already like got my own view for it. So well, we'll see. We'll see, I guess.
Okay. Well, good luck with it.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know. Actually, in matter of months, in theory they should call back or not. Yeah, so that will be the time, and I will be able to say something about this.
I just had an interesting idea for a decoration.
Oh.
Well, let me see if I can make it work first, and then I'll let you guys be the judge of it.
Okay, all missile interception turrets have been retrofitted with passive radars.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
This should work 90% of the time. Oh, one thing I forgot to add. I have recently watched a tutorial made by Garel.
The cramp cannon one?
Yes, the last one. And no, wait, I watched the lamps tutorial, and there he showed a
yes.
interesting little trick.
I think I know which one you're referring to. Yes.
Yeah.
The ones he was using the blind IR sensor or IR. Yeah.
Yes, that one. I did not know that before.
What are you talking about?
You can blind infrared seeker heads with a continuous lamps. It doesn't need to have any amount of stopping power, just simple storage cavity or normal cavity will suffice.
Oh.
And it blinds IR missiles and steers them away from your ship, basically.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty damn clever myself.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't aware of that one either.
Happy Ball just said something in chat. He said, yeah, well, on the other hand, centralized resources mode kind of made steamrolling everything virtually easy since you could just spam powerful, high-cost ships at the front lines with impunity. I was able to spawn in probably, I don't know, about maybe 6 or 7 2 million resource battleships while using centralized, I mean, not centralized, but localized resources, so I don't think that really had too much bearing on it because, well, like I said, you can build a very, very fast resource hauler. So, I don't know, I think that point's kind of mute, to be honest with you, Happy Ball. Anyone care to weigh in on that?
I have not yet played with localized.
A sufficient logistical system can overcome that, because the only delay caused by forcing it out of central and into that is you have to build a resource network.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there's a time lag between getting the resource and the resource going to where you're trying to build stuff.
Yeah.
And there are various ways around that. So yeah, I'd say it's not going to stop people being able to spam stuff with impunity, because also remember resource distribution range increases with the amount of resources stored in a given point as well.
Yeah, there's ways around it. It's kind of like what we were talking about yesterday. I mean, the universe just builds a bigger, better idiot. There's no way to idiot-proof the fucking game. Simple as
Yeah.
that. And I think
No matter
people who
what,
try to do
someone's
that,
gonna mess
that's
something up.
yeah, that's
Or they're going to find a way to get close to what they were before or stuff like that.
oh
no
yeah.
matter what.
Where the hell's all that noise coming from?
From Brick.
Oh, sorry.
Rick, is someone getting murdered over there or something?
Not really, but I will mute myself and close the door. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Just kind of had me worried there for a moment, bud.
Now someone's getting murdered.
Quite possibly. Not my problem.
It should be better now.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
No problem.
I'm not overdoing this, am I?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know, am I?
I don't know yet. Are you talking about the bridge still?
Yeah, I'm still doing the bridge.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of doing some mimic work here, so I'll look in a moment.
I've got a bridge room, and then I've got a spot where I'm going to put the actual control bridge further back in an actual more protected section. Yada yada. You know. Yep. Just building stuff.
Well, do we need to get the whip out again?
Hmm?
Do we need to get the whip out again?
Please, no! Right. Kind of wish they didn't do what they've done with the Type A railings as well. Because you can't actually bolt them on top of something, they've got to be attached to the side of something.
And if you have a moment, could you take a look to the what I believe is the port side? I did some things with some mimics here. Just something to kind of decorate the guns a little.
Which guns?
The ones on the port side.
Ah.
What do you think?
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. It kind of looks like they're trying to hold them in place, so.
Now, if only they move with the barrels.
I know, right? But That-
Oh well, that's a common complaint. So yeah, same old there, I think.
more or less.
Right. So what was the plan for vertical thrust?
I thought we were going to try having the Deady Blades controlled by ACBs, and it would be fine-tuned. No, the actual jet thrusters themselves will be done with a PID.
Oh yeah, and I said that I'm not touching that with a barge pole, so I'm going to let you do that. I remember.
Yeah, probably one of the few people crazy enough to try something like that. Again, you guys seen some of the crazy shit I do anyway, so. What's another crazy thing after that?
Don't know actually. There's nothing crazier, is there?
We have not connected the Doom laser yet.
It. Okay, if you want to go ahead and do the honors. Wouldn't bother me none.
I need to figure out the setup here first.
And there shouldn't be too much to it.
Okay.
Hmm.
It says no
Happy
energy.
Ball responded saying, "Shrug. If you say so, then again, I'm a logistics nuts, or a logistics nut, so I may be biased there." Yeah, it's super easy to move around tons of material if you have experience. It just you can just strap a bunch of crap to a very fast hovercraft and just get it wherever you need in a very short amount of time. So, yeah. I'm sorry, were you going to say something, Heitzmeister?
No, it appears that... Ah, finally. Doom laser is operational.
Does it have only the badass name or some actual damage as well?
It'll do stuff. Trust me, it'll do stuff. Heitzmeister, if you wouldn't mind setting up the color for it while you're in there, like for maybe a really light blue, something that looks a bit like a thunderbolt, maybe.
Okay.
I'd appreciate it. And make it nice and wide too.
This should do it. I will need to test fire it, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Though I think I'm not able to see the color at all.
No, it's only Dama that can actually see.
Yeah. Just let me know when you're ready to fire it off, and you'll probably have to take control of its local weapon controller though for it to work. So you might not be able to do it from there. You put a chair in there.
Yep.
What?
Oh, the best way to teleport from the depths is stick a chair in it.
Okay, I think I'm done with the bridge for now, at least. Well,
Oh, I like what you did with the lights there. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but there's also stuff inside as well, if you look.
Ooh.
Okay. Firing the Doom laser.
Yes! It's alive!
I saw nothing because I'm not the host.
I'll Look in random voice chat.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Is the color alright?
Look in random voice chat and tell me yourself.
It looks dangerous.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyhow.
Notice that our energy has been drained while firing the laser.
Oh yeah. I am not
The
surprised
main
by
engines
this.
aren't actually operational because there's no enemies.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you make a screenshot again, please? I'm going to fire it again with slightly changed settings.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
And I'm ready. Firing.
That looks a little bit brighter. Posting it in voice chat now.
Okay. So I'm going to take. Would you like to have the darker color or the brighter one?
I think the brighter one.
Okay, then I'll leave it at the setting.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, time to delete my chair, I guess.
Delete.
Delete this. And I have set up the weapon group as weapon group 1.
Okay. Does anyone know if Matey has these large caliber forward-facing guns set up for anything yet?
What do you mean?
Oh, they don't go anywhere. Okay. I think he wanted to put stuff in one of these open areas here. Autoloaders and whatnot. So, yeah.
No, he didn't tell us anything about that project, honestly.
Okay.
I'm just installing the bunker now.
Bunker. You mean the quote-unquote battle bridge? Or where the AI is going to sit?
The battle bridge.
Oh, okay.
That's what you call it.
Yeah. I tend to call it a battle bridge. Because that's the one place I know that Rambot is not going to die profusely.
Unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong.
Oh, of course. Anyway, back to looking at the settings for these silly things. Okay,
Right. Yeah, apologies to my stream. I am literally just building mailboxes. It sounds like this. I feel like I'm very uninteresting as a content creator, if I'm honest. Just because I'm crafting things, building hull and stuff like that. You know?
well, that's a part of any build, Ion.
True.
By the way, the faux thrusters at the back look amazing.
Thank you.
I noticed something. I'm going to replace those laser optics with armored ones.
I thought they were all armored ones, are they not?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, only the forward ones are armored, not the steering optics.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. I want to do that. Apparently I've gone too far now, and the interior of the craft is actually dark because there's no sunlight getting in. Oh wait, it's nighttime. Never mind.
Yep.
Never mind, it's nighttime.
nighttime already.
Well, in game it was. Fortunately, days are short here on Neater.
Since there's no thing as a solar eclipse on Nita.
Pretty much. Why is this not pasting? God damn it.
This is going to be one scary airship.
I agree. I wasn't expecting to strap this much extra DACA to it, but
Oh, there's still room for more, but I think we need to focus on propulsion next.
I agree.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
let's
clearing
get
all the
this
settings
flying,
for the Deddy Blades. I'm sorry, was that Ion?
Yeah, I was just agreeing that it doesn't fly yet.
It sorta does.
Not in a controlled fashion.
That's where the sorta was coming from.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I had to mute myself. I had a coughing fit.
It's fine. These things happen.
Whew! That's better. Okay. Are those setting continuous?
What?
The Deddy Blades? I can't remember.
Yes, they were.
Okay, good.
Yes, and they should have always up
They did, yeah.
enabled. Yeah, okay.
How am I gonna do this? Let's see here. Vehicle stats. No. Vehicle altitude.
But I'm not sure.
Just looking around inside. Oh, hi, Herzmeister.
Oh, wait, what happened?
No, I just saw you. I just saw you going past out the window.
Oh, hi. Ah, you're on the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is just like the quote unquote bridge, I guess you could call it.
Wait, are we flying?
Yeah.
Well, attempting to.
The blade's just fired up.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. Yeah. Yeah. Hertz, do you want to come this way?
Okay.
Would I be messing anyone up if I detached it from the dock?
Well, we're both loose inside, so if we get thrown into the walls, we know who to blame.
Okay, I just didn't want to
but-
alarm anyone here, so.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to just go towards the rear of the craft, Hertz?
Yes.
That
yes.
that door that's lower down.
I would like to take the tour.
Well, there's not much to it, honestly. Just extra bulkheads in. Yeah, it's rolling over, Dama.
I'm not in the water yet.
But it is going up. We just need to give it some roll control.
Yep. And this is the battle bridge, as Dama's been calling it, Hertz.
Oh.
So this is actually in thicker armor. It's deeper into the ship, and this is where we actually want to be if we're flying in on this thing in a fight. And that's the full walkable interior of the ship. So
So far.
Nice.
I'm not sure where else to put in because the rest of it's built solid, Dama.
That is true.
Yes, because we need to make place for more Daka.
Hmm.
Exactly. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to lock you in there now. So see you later.
The ship shall be your tomb.
I see the problem now.
Oh, what's the problem? Or what is said problem?
Okay, I have turned on the display of forces. Of propulsion forces. There seems to be a problem with the forward spinners. They are exerting a force downwards.
Really?
Dama, what did you do?
Are you talking?
Okay.
If you could correct those, I'd appreciate it. I thought I
Uh,
got rid of. Oh,
I have corrected it.
awesome.
I guess.
Existence suggests. Okay, existence. Yeah, I'll see what I can do with that.
What's
Yes, I have
existence saying?
indeed corrected it.
Maybe a better way to decorate the bridge a little bit is to use some mimics and enlarge some control blocks.
Okay.
Okay, you should be able to release it now. Let's see how it behaves.
Let me just do something real quick. I want to make sure that the roller thrusters are not working. Oh yeah, they are.
They are working. Yeah, it's just remember
Probably not
I never
enough.
adjusted them for it.
Yeah, it is rolling, just the wrong damn way.
Hang on, what?
Well, it keeps
Okay,
wanting
how
to.
about
That seems to be a little less. What'd you do?
I have reversed some settings on the control blocks. I mean, on the daily blades.
Okay.
It is released right now, right? It is moving freely.
I believe it is because it's kind of tilted. It's listing just a little bit to the left, it seems.
Okay, let me just fix a few more things. Oh, we have so much space in here.
Ain't it great?
Yeah.
I think I might have to adjust the ACBs on the batteries too, or put an ACB setting for the batteries. We do seem to be rolling to the left a little bit harder now.
Yes. We do indeed.
Was that intentional?
No, that wasn't intentional.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it real quick. We're about to drop in the water there. And now we're back heavy. Okay. Do we have a pitch? Yeah, we do have some pitching thrusters here, but
I'm adjusting
Remember,
the forces.
Yeah, something's happening in there. I don't know what. Weapon control. What?
Okay, we should be all right now.
back end still coming down.
Yeah, let me just check on this.
All right, I'll pull it back up.
I want to build a plane, but I just don't know what kind of plane to build.
What kind of role do you want said plane to do?
Well, I have a plane that's cheap enough to spawn in already. It's that attacker plane that I've shown you like 1,000 times. And
Are you talking
that's
about?
basically like the only vehicle I have built.
Is it like the
completely-
biplane one?
Yeah, but it's not a biplane. It's my
Okay.
attacker. The one
Okay.
that has the wing-mounted lasers.
I think, yeah.
And then there's one
It's
with
been a while.
autocannons. Well, yeah, there's that. That's like the one thing I know works,
Mm-hmm.
and that's, you know, cheap enough to have at the beginning of a game. My question to you is what should I do?
As far
Because-
as...
Making another plane that I could actually use at the beginning of a campaign.
Okay, you can release it now.
Well... What do you want it to do?
Be able to deal with early faction craft. Not something that I want to use late game, something that I want to use early game in a campaign.
Oh, man. Probably just something you've... I'm thinking. Maybe a torpedo bomber? Yeah, torpedo bomber would probably do you good.
And how would it function? Like a dive bomber would function?
More or
Like
less,
a-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Torpedo torpedo bombers are great. And the only problem is if you come across any land-based targets, then you're kind of boned. But
Modify the torpedo.
yeah, you can
into
always
a
modify
bomb?
or missile, yeah. And that doesn't take very long to do either. So, but yeah, put like a high explosive torpedo, like torpedo sonar in the front, maybe followed by 5 HE, then of course, you would need fuel and fins and a thruster, and you'd probably be good to go. You might want to put a ballast on it, but I'll leave that up to you.
Well, if the torpedo runs a little bit underneath the water, doesn't it get a bonus?
Yes,
Then yeah.
but a lot of early campaign stuff, you're gonna blow it to hell anyway. So
That's
if
what
it
I mean.
skims the water, then it's probably yeah.
Yeah, but again, it would still be more efficient underwater because then it wouldn't be skimming.
Probably. So yeah, in that case, if you could probably go with ballast tanks on it.
Where is it gonna drop the torpedoes from? Center mass?
Usually the belly of the plane's a good place to do it.
How big? This beast.
Well, we are flying, Heistmeister.
Yeah, but we need more thrust.
I think we need more lift in the nose.
Yup. Need more thrust.
I was afraid of that.
We have room for daddy blades.
Yeah, Manny was saying something about it compromising the armor, but I mean, we got like 2 layers of metal here, and then we got like a 2-meter air gap, and then the laser. So I don't know. Looks like the nose is coming up just a little bit there. I'm.
That's because I just caps locked.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, shut up then.
Still listing downwards. Okay, I see. I see.
I see, said the blind man to his deaf dog while humping his paraplegic wife.
Pickles?
I know, it's something some goofy guy in high school I knew would say all the time.
Let me just add a few more daddy blades to the front. Let's see how it behaves.
Of course, it takes a nasty heat run in there. Ooh.
Yeah, then we just have to armor it up a little bit more.
Quite possibly.
Of
Are these
course,
Dead Blades under ACB control or what?
The Daddy Blades are under ACB control, yes. Though I didn't quite set them up for the maximum altitude setting. I just told them to go continuous 30 rads a second till it hits 200 meters, so I probably need one to kind of balance that out, now that I'm thinking about it. So I gotta shrink blocks again so I could find another ACB to mess with. Because I have them kind of littered all over the engine compartment.
I'm just finding it so frustrating, honestly. Why these thrusters are refusing to fire?
Which thrusters?
The ones responding to pitch, they're just not firing for me.
Really?
do we even have a PID in this?
Yeah, remember we've
should.
got breadboards installed, which does that kind of thing.
Oh, is it a normal breadboard or is it an AI?
I think he's got a normal breadboard.
This was all touched on last time, actually. Existence says a fighter bomber might be good for Eat Lead.
Actually, yeah, that would be a great option too, Led.
I have one of those. That's that other thing I built.
In the water.
Same variant, but different weapon composition.
What did you do, Hertz?
I added more daddy blades. Have I done
Wow.
something wrong?
Now we're climbing towards the sky nose first.
Oops.
Sounds like you have too much forward.
Yeah, let's remove the ACBs and leave it up to the PIDs to stabilize this.
I guess we could, but then we'd have to change the settings on all of them.
This is what I don't like about the dual control system. It makes things so much more complex.
Oh,
And now we're...
What? Oh, that's great.
Are we doing loopings now?
We did a bit of a barrel roll, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I did beef up the roll stabilizers, by the way, so...
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I neutralized them because they were
I see
uneven
where the
just
problem
underneath.
is now.
What's the problem?
Off it goes again.
The resting drive is set to full for those pitch thrusters.
Really?
What? How did that happen?
I have no idea.
I don't know, maybe someone kind of goofed and accidentally hit spread to all?
No, they'd have had to deliberately set the pitch thrusters to do that because they aren't next to any other thrusters.
Okay.
So they had to set one to that first
Oh,
before
we're
doing
going up nose first.
Yeah. Well, it's better than the alternative we had earlier.
Okay, yes.
it.
I need to do a
Calm
Maybe.
down.
big thought.
Beavis.
No, big brain time.
That's butthead. God, why can no one tell the
Fuck you,
difference between...
Beavis.
That's better. Anyway.
Hmm.
Yeetus.
Damn it, Beavis. Beavis. Beavis, I'm gonna backhand you back to hell and back.
Tipi.
TP for my bunghole?
Tipi for my bango.
You want to see my bunghole? I have no bunghole.
Niem cormoyo. Tipi for my bango.
Me almighty bunghole. I have no bunghole.
Do I
How-
even want to know?
How big should these torpedoes be, and how many should I try to have?
About 7 meter long should do it. Probably maybe 1 or 2 would probably get you by early campaign. So,
Did I do it?
we
No,
are
well
leaning
outside.
to the left.
Just a tiny bit.
Okay.
We're at like a 90 degrees to the left. Yeah.
I am setting up all the daddy blades now. Could you wait?
The roll control thrusters are trying to correct it, but they're just
I don't think there's enough thrust though. Is there?
no. They should be fine. The problem is the lift is completely unbalanced. The weight should be balanced, but something is throwing it off really hard. And I think it's still something within the daddy blades because the thrusters I put down are all in balanced placement, so they shouldn't be having this kind of trouble.
I'm having a look at it.
Okay.
Okay, I've set
Half
this.
the problem with it is that we have to find all the daddy blades as well. So now it's trying to level off.
Very nice. I'm not complaining.
And I need to adjust one more setting.
Drive 0, pitch up 0.
I think it's just a case of maybe not too many chefs had their fingers in the pot.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has done something to the stabilization system.
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's just a big tangle of stuff, and we don't know what the hell's going on with it.
It's a bit icky.
I'd also like to point out, by the way, that unlike adding a bit here, a bit there to some of the other stuff, this is by far the largest system that we've had multiple people work on, and it's also the one that's caused all the problems.
Actually, I think I fixed it.
So yeah, we're still listing.
A little bit to the front, right?
Yeah, just a
Wait,
wee
wait,
bit to the front.
We're also listing to the side as well.
Just a slight bit to the left still, but yeah, it's
Something's off
better.
balance.
It's
Oh yeah, it's better. It's better, but it's not there yet.
I have a quick question to you guys.
Yeah,
is
go
there
for it.
Any specialized cargo designed for transport of bricks?
not that I'm aware of.
That's unfortunately.
Well, I'd say it's flying. A bit.
Sort of, kind of, yeah. It is turning.
Yeah, that's as I said, it's still listing.
If you could, maybe unbind the ACB controls or set the resting drive for all daddy blades to 0, then this should work quite nicely.
Okay. I will disable the ACBs and we'll see what happens.
Suddenly pitching.
I did a thing. Yeah. I'm undoing it.
Oh, now the thrusters are firing. Wait. Where are the daddy blades trying to take us in terms of thrust? Actually, no, that wouldn't affect the pitch or the roll controls at all. It would
Okay.
only affect the lift
The
thrusters.
ACBs are disabled.
Which someone actually removed. There aren't any lift thrusters anymore. I never realised that those were taken out. So yeah, we've only got stabilization style thrusters, and the rear ones are still not firing.
And
So,
splashdown!
Yeah, we have no channel that controls upwards force. Let me just add someone.
yes, we do. The breadboard also has control of altitude.
Wait, no, not hover movement.
Hertz.
Yes.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I did.
Okay, right. It's just you didn't respond and you continued trying to do something. So
So the breadboard should.
The breadboard
Do we
is
need
regulating
a-
pitch, roll, and altitude.
Do we need to lift it out of the water for you?
Actually,
For some reason, the pitch thrusters fired for a few moments there, and then they stopped again. Oh, no, they are. What the hell?
The
can
thrusters
get-
in the rear.
yeah,
Is
they're
someone
going
moving this
full
thing?
tilt right
Or is
now.
the AI set to move?
I don't know if there's any movement going on. Oh yeah, it does have.
I've added-
Yeah, something's telling it to move forwards. Because all forward thrusters are
It's
fired.
trying to do something. That's for damn sure.
I don't think the AI is trying to control it. It's not trying. Oh wait, no, it is trying to turn. Someone's
Oh.
told the AI
It
to do
was.
something.
It almost. It's going. Come on, baby, you can do it.
Yeah. Hertz has given it 6-axis maneuvering. So it's trying to do something or other. Hi, Sheldon. Welcome to the stream. Where with 3 people have done something to the stabilization and thrust in this craft, and we have no idea what the hell's going on. Or at least I don't.
Sound about right.
I'm just sitting back and watching because I don't even know what the plan is anymore. Because I know how I would fix it, but everyone's doing their own thing with it.
Done it. Where is the breadboard?
It's underneath where the ammo customizations are.
There's the engine.
Underneath Hertz.
It's in between where you put the torpedo droppers.
Oh, there it is. I did not see it.
I think I've told you like 4 times so far this stream, Hertz, actually.
Oh yeah. I see now.
Yeah, so as I said, that thing is trying to regulate the pitch and the roll and the altitude. And
Puts
I don't know.
the pitch. Okay. And the altitude should be 200 meters.
Ideally, yes.
That's another thing that no one has actually confirmed or denied.
Yeah. However, why is it not working?
That's what we've been asking since last stream.
Yeah, since
actually.
yesterday.
Ever since the Deadly Blade system was installed.
Does it need more lift in the back, possibly?
No, I think I found a problem.
Okay.
What?
I'm listening.
Well, at least the pitch control thrusters are actually firing again for once.
Oh. So I've set up altitude control steady blades everywhere,
Excuse me.
Right.
but they are not turning, although they are set to altitude channel. Okay. Yeah, this is complicated. A multiplayer thing.
Wait, I know that. Why do I know that?
There's a theme song from the Three Stooges.
There you go. Hey, it actually flies. Would you look at that? Oh, and I just saved it over another thing. Bye-bye, other thing.
It's acting like it wants to even out, but it's like, fuck you, no way.
I'm
It's
just wondering.
because the back daddy blades are not turning yet.
What are they trying to do? They are set to push her, actually.
Yeah. And they should push the vehicle upwards.
But what altitude are we at? We are at 150 odd meters, so yeah, they aren't trying to push it at the moment. What is the what did I set the breadboard to? Or what did you change the breadboard to? Or I don't know what the hell's
I
going
did
on.
not change the breadboard.
The breadboard is set to 200 meters.
Oh, started spinning. They're
So they are
spinning
doing
now.
full upward.
Yes, I've given them the pitcher command as well. Oh, this is interesting. Pitch is
Now
not-
they are maintaining its current pitch.
It needs to kind of nose forward just a wee bit.
It's trying to pitch.
Oh,
There's something's countermanding.
yeah. Why is it trying to pitch down?
It's meant to be. Well, it's meant to be trying to pitch down. It's just something is trying to
see
maintain its
now.
current pitch.
I have seen the problem. I fix it.
Okay.
What's the problem?
Instead of pitch, it was set to hover. Those two channels were cancelling each other out.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? What was set to what?
The breadboard pitch function was set to hover output, and those two channels were cancelling each other out constantly.
Oh come on! I didn't do that. I remember actually checking that several times, both last stream and this stream, to make sure they were all going to the right channels. That was not me.
No one's accusing you.
Yeah, yeah, like the 3 times you have spoken,
no.
it's like it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
No,
So it was.
I know, right?
I accept. No, I accept
He-
that the breadboard. If
Got a
that's what's
guilty
doing
conscience.
that,
Jeez.
It was him.
I'm
We figured
kind
it
of fed
out.
up with it.
We figured it out. It was him.
Bro, you're
And it's
a
still
detective.
It's still not flying properly. It's still pitching.
Yeah, it's still a bit nose up, but
200.
Oh,
the altitude's correct at least.
it's the stablest it's been, and yet it's not there yet. Still.
Do we need to put some thrusters on top of the front to try to give it a little downward force, or?
No, the thing is, it's actually maintaining that nose up pitch.
Hmm.
As in, it's actively maintaining that. Because I can see the control thrust is actually firing.
And
Honestly, I think I'm going to blame multiplayer shenanigans rather than anyone else for what happened to the breadboard.
Quite possibly.
do anything actually.
Okay, I guess I'll force balance the thrusters at the front.
Oh, it seems like it's evening out now, guys. It was for a moment there.
This should do it. I have adjusted the values of the PIDs.
Okay.
The gain, I guess it's called. Yeah, the gain. I've adjusted the gain. And is this better now? We still have 3 degrees upwards pitch.
It seems
That's
like it's evened out
acceptable.
just a little bit more, yeah. It seems more level.
I still
It
don't
seems
know
like
what
it's
it's
got
trying to
kind of
do.
like a 5 to 10 degree pitch upwards, though, still.
Yeah, it's still not. That might just be caused by the drag on the design. And thrust placement as well, because I'm not sure where the balance is on the thrust placement at all. Though, if anything, if it was the forward thrust causing that, it would be nose down. So. Oh, I know why. It's because the forward thrust bank is set to both 100% pitch and lift.
Really?
Yes.
So
yeah,
it's
when I spotted that a few moments ago, it's like, why is it set like that? So, did you do that, Hertzmeister?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
See, it wasn't your fault after all.
Well, that one.
Okay.
I
should have fixed it now.
yeah, it seems like it's flying pretty level now. Very nice.
Hmm.
And the ones in the middle should be push up as usual.
Which one's in the middle?
The one daddy blades in the middle. Right above and below the laser assembly.
Hertz has managed to actually fix this thing. And kind of, to be honest, guys, I'm kind of getting tapped out in terms of streaming.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Do we want to see if we could try to do a weapons test before we call it then?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, by the way, if you turn off the AI, it kind of sinks to the bottom.
That's
Yeah,
probably
that's
good to know.
Because it has PIDs. Haha.
Sorry, what? It does what if the AI's thing?
It does not sink to the bottom if you turn off the AI because it has PIDs.
No, instead it loses that nose-up pitch it was having.
Yeah, I think this was because of the drag.
Yeah,
Okay, then.
Probably. We've also only got. I've just realised this, but we've only got nose turning.
Yeah, that could potentially be an issue somewhere down the line. I'm gonna put us a target out here.
Actually, without the AI, we're now listing steadily to the. Wait, did you do something to the roll thrusters?
No.
What the heck's going on?
I,
For some, the central line thrusters are set to roller and pitcher. Sorry, not pitcher,
I
roller and pusher.
just,
They're meant to be.
I don't know what went wrong.
Multiplayer. Let's just blame multiplayer and the fact we've got multiple people trying to work on this thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Yes.
it fires it like a freaking rocket into the bottom of the ocean.
But we have prevailed.
That's-
Yeah, the underside thrusters on the right, on the
This would be great, Dama.
starboard side, they were firing to
Not
shoot as well as roll, so that was tilting it over.
I thought I had a target. Oh wait, it's in my main folder. Psh, stupid me.
Could you please save the airship first in case anything unexpected happens? Now that we have gotten it to fly properly.
One moment.
For some reason, it's still unbalanced. I think some of the daddy blades aren't set up right, even after all you've done to them. That's the only thing I can think of which would be causing it to be off balance like this.
We'll get to it. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, I saved it.
Okay, those are cancelling each other out. I can only see some forces going upwards from the roll thrusters. Okay.
I have a special Kingstead just for this kind of occasion. Oh my god, it looks terrible on my colors. Anyway.
Which button is it for forces?
It's, I don't know, circumflexes? On my keyboard it's something entirely different.
Oh shit.
Oh, got it.
Incoming.
Found it. What?
I'm hoping these crams miss, and they don't. Son of a bitch.
This damn thing is way too stable.
So that's a problem I wish Arcraft had, honestly.
It corrects itself way too frequently is my problem.
Misc, repair bots.
Also, this might function. Okay.
Let's get on the helm and steer this.
Yeah, I had to grab a hold of it because the Kingstead I brought in it fired off a salvo, so I applied some repair bots to it. So hopefully that'll get it back into proper working order here shortly.
Yeah, even though that side was damaged and it's lighter than the other side now, it's still tipping over that way.
Trying to figure out why. I can only imagine that I have set up the forces on the right side incorrectly to have an always up fraction that is not counteracted by the left side. Yeah, thought so.
Where did it go? Where are these missiles going? Hello?
Mo.
We do not know what's going on in your game, so
I don't know where they're going. They're firing, but they're disappearing.
They're
Going
disappearing.
home.
Okay,
I'm
AT.
so lost.
Oh, by the way, Dama, I
Yes.
have noticed that you have put mimics in front of the missile launchers on your Richthofen, right?
Not directly on top of them, but yeah.
we are pointing at the target.
Yeah, you don't need those. Missiles can fire through wedge blocks.
Did not know this. Thank you for letting me know.
And as soon as I let go of the turn controls, it actually continues to turn. Because of, I think it's, yes, there's something,
I'm surprised the laser isn't going.
that's because the AI is not set to fire.
Ah,
There we go. Now I got it to fire correctly,
Oh,
sort of. Not
we
at
could
all.
test all weapon systems now. Melt the Kingstead.
yes.
May
I'm,
I?
I'm having to manually keep this thing nose towards the target, so...
Yeah, how about someone fire and someone just direct it?
May I?
Yes, go for it.
Okay.
$155 damage. 155k damage, and there's a lot of block confetti coming off of it. So yeah,
Yeah, I have punched a hole clean through the Kingstead, by the way.
yes.
What did you use? The laser?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one went past 200k easy. That's approaching 300 right now. Yep.
Let's see if I can. Why is nothing happening?
What are
Because
you
it's
trying to fire?
constantly turning, remember?
Oh, right.
You
So
may not
I'm
be
just
focused
gonna
on the
sit here
target.
and- It wasn't. It's now pointing in the right direction again, because it's continuing to drift.
How is the turning on that ion? Does it need some more thrusters, you think, in the nose? Or possibly in the rear?
Well, it's unbalanced, which doesn't help, but it's still just the general instability that's messing things up right now. It's not staying in place.
Yeah.
And also, I can't see the laser, and neither can Hertz, so...
Yeah. I can only see the damage that it causes.
Yeah,
and I
you're
can't
you're
detect the
approaching
source
almost
of it.
500k laser damage, and you neutralized the turret. Neutralized by meaning you utterly cut it off. So yeah, there's that.
Are you going to test other weapons?
It
We need a new
seems like he.
Kingstead.
We had to kill this one first. That was the thing. Because they take forever to despawn.
Oh, we can help with that.
Yes, activate all the weapons, all the guns at once.
All the Daka!
Holy shit.
I don't know what those forward rocket pods are doing.
I think those are his anti-missiles.
Interceptors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would have grabbed
Missiles are working as
Cruising.
intended.
They're definitely cruising. Do we have some heat in this thing somewhere? Because I could have sworn I'd seen some heat fragments coming off of this.
Remember what the rapid fire guns in the
Right,
have some heat
right.
shells in them.
Now, where are those torpedoes? Oh, there they are.
Well, it's AI dead, so mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Happy Ball is asking, what's y'all's opinion on the devs removing ammo processors and ammo regeneration and replacing them with an ammo factory multi-block set, turning it into a resource you have to build like fuel? We actually touched a bit on this yesterday.
I am not so sure about these changes. I have to test them out first, but I'm a bit skeptical.
I am as well.
Yeah, that's our general response. Honestly, skeptical. I mean,
Extremely
some of us-
skeptical probably would be a good way to describe it.
Accurate term.
Yeah.
I'm just generally skeptical about it, but I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the ammo factory system. But at the same time, I don't really necessarily agree with the changes in totality. So it's like I'm on the fence with it.
Which I find it very strange that they're wanting to do something like that because you don't really mess with ammo a whole lot in a lot of RTS games.
You mess with you make some changes to balance or individual system consumption, yes, but as a basic concept for the system, you tend to leave that alone.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at StarCraft, Command and Conquer, you never had to worry about ammo unless it was like one of the, if it is like a flare, like the Orcas. I mean, yeah, they'd have to go back to get ammo, but that's it. That was a balancing thing.
That was a deliberate choice in how that particular weapon system worked.
Uh-huh.
And how that unit works.
But you get a whole swarm of them, yeah, you'll probably take out a construction yard. No questions asked.
Yeah, but it all day, actually, anyway.
Alright, Tiger has said if, oh wait,
so
did I turn on that? Yeah, I did. Never mind. So whenever you guys are ready, just, fire at will.
Oh, are you wanting me to fire everything again?
Only if you wanna.
Okay, hang on. This will crash us into the water again, but... Oh, Dama?
Yes.
You spawned out as a friendly.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
I did.
It's showing up as an enemy on my side.
For both me and Hertz, it's saying friendly.
It's got an enemy simulator.
Have you turned on the enemy simulator?
Yes.
What do you think he is? Backwards?
Multiplayer shenanigans? Because it seems like we may have some desyncing going on here.
Well, it's you're the host and you're saying it's enemy, but we're saying it's friendly, so...
I mean, if you want to pop into my stream, take a look for yourself, you're more than welcome to.
Well, that's FTD stuff.
Are we doing damage?
Oh yeah, loads.
No, I couldn't aim at it because it won't lock onto a friendly target. So, I don't know if I hit it or not. Most of the shots missed.
Give me that laser.
What is space
released
again?
weapon
Did you say
control, so-
650?
What's that?
What is space? I forgot.
I'd probably say it's... Well, the torpedoes are tracking. Maybe about 700 meters-ish? What do you guys think?
Yeah, so
Distance.
the air gets really thin around there. If it's not outright space, planes are useless at 700 plus.
Yeah. The torpedoes seem to work as intended, Heismeister.
So yeah, I went with a
That is
different
nice.
idea. I went with bombs instead of torpedoes because my brain was small. Couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
Ship.
Bombs are fine too.
Yeah, but I wanted to do a torpedo.
Torpedoes are, in my opinion, the best weapon in the game.
It needs a name.
It's a fine-looking airship, but just, yeah, if we can sort out the control issues, I think it'll be a real good contender.
Just add more roll thrusters, I guess.
No, it's something else throwing it off. It's not the roll. The roll thrusters are actively trying to stabilize it,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
And
firing
it's-
constantly. And
It's
still not
fighting
enough to-
something.
And
Something is pushing it down on
balance.
the left side.
Okay, I will investigate this, but I only have 10 more minutes left.
Okay. Yeah, we probably need to get to a stopping point anyway.
We really do. I was saying that over 20 minutes ago.
I know. I was ready to wrap it up, but then it was like weapons test, and everyone was like, "Yeah."
Oh,
Uh,
I see now.
What do
Well,
you
you found
see,
this.
Heitzmeister?
So, something is pushing it down to the left side, you say?
Yeah, it seems to be dragging it over to the left. Yeah.
Is it still doing this? Yeah, it is.
Yes,
Left
it is still going
3 degrees
left.
listening.
What have you found?
there was still some resting drive in those side thrusters.
Hmm.
Side thrusters?
Daddy blades.
Yeah, I was going to say, thrusters.
I think. You guys think the point at feature would probably work okay in this? I'm not entirely sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. The point at control for the AI would help out a lot.
If it is assisted by a breadboard.
No, in general, it'll work.
Sometimes it tends to do weird stuff though. Like not backing up correctly.
No, that's because if the enemy gets too close for it, it just turns around and tries to retreat.
We're
Dama
still.
and I are both on record saying that's our main contention with it.
I don't trust it.
I mean, I could just whip up a breadboard and make it.
You could just add it to the existing breadboard.
Yes, I can. Actually, yeah, I can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no limit on how much stuff you throw into a single breadboard.
I don't know if you need any AI functions for that. Since some functions
Depend-
are unique
well,
to the AI
depends on
breadboard.
I have no idea because before yesterday I had no idea the AI specific breadboard even existed.
Yeah, you need primary target info for this.
Does it do that? With the
We
fire
don't
wireless,
have
or does it need
any.
AI hit?
We don't have a whole hell of a lot of sensors on this. Now that I'm thinking about it.
We don't have any sensors really, except for the missile detector.
That
and someone stuck a passive radar on it, which is not connected to the AI. So.
Yeah, I don't think there's a wireless transmitter on said AI.
No, there's not. So yeah, this thing is essentially
blind, deaf, and dumb.
Yeah. It's not able to control itself.
I cannot find a reason for the imbalance.
Well, I don't know, but I just went and dropped us a the transmitter, and all the shit starts lighting up.
Well, it's done. It's under
At least the
10,000.
cruise missiles work, and I just saw that they don't drop correctly.
Excuse me, why didn't you fire? Not loaded. Oh shit, it just takes.
Oh, there goes the torpedoes. The cruise missiles. Oh.
Hertzmeister disconnected?
Uh-oh.
Did I?
It shows you just
Apparently.
disconnected. Did you?
This is, apparently I did. I have no idea why.
Well, we can come back to this, guys.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, can we please...
Happy Ball says, what I'm looking forward to are all the mobile-based vehicles that are going to be created once the update hits. Huh? Yeah?
Yeah, that's fair.
I will have to create some interesting vehicles. I have already plans for a target.
As a further matter of desync, the turrets are not actually turned on my screen, and yet the shells are flying towards the target. So yeah, this is getting incredibly unstable.
Yep.
Yeah. What happened?
My Discord crashed.
Oh. I think I'm gonna stop right here.
I'm stopping here as well.
Yeah, I think we made a lot of good progress today, gentlemen. I appreciate the help.
It flies, and it expels Daka.
But yeah, this has been IMR3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Sorry it's been like me looking at this thing from the outside, just watching it fly around for like the last half hour, hour-ish.
It was fun though.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Just like listening to them trying to figure it out, and I had nothing to contribute, so it's like I just stopped. So yeah, apologies for that.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Time.
Yeah, take care later.